Today we're continuing my playthrough of Pokemon Sacred Gold, of course, as per usual. Today we're taking on Price first, but primarily we're going to be doing the radio tower, taking down Team Rocket once and for all. Unless Giovanni shows up in this hack later on, which I don't remember if, like, maybe he just shows up to actually challenge you. But we will see that when I get to the top of the radio tower in a few hours. I don't mind the permadeath thing if it's like a roguelite. Like Emerald Rogue or something, I'm like, okay, yeah, because each run... First of all, each run is only like, what, an hour max? Like, at least in the old, like, like, 2.0 update or whatever it was. Oh, no fucking way, dude. How long has it been like that? I want to fucking die, dude. No, I appreciate the heads up when you noticed. I'm just like, why did it do that? Oh, there's no way. Wait a second. I'm gonna go into Sizz and click Bullet Punch. Thankfully, I was narrating the entire time, but this stream is just a mess right now. I'm upset. Dude, it's been like this the whole fucking time? Like, actually? Basically? The past, like, 20 minutes? Oh my god. Well, I guess I'll just cut that out in post, I guess. That's really embarrassing. I wish I had noticed that. I don't know why... I guess because I closed out and I reopened it. But for some reason I didn't check OBS. Crit didn't matter, it was banded Bullet Punch against the ×4 weak mon. Oh my god. This is literally worse than Bug Bite because of Technician. And I can't just soft reset and like redo it. I'll just... I don't fucking know what I'm gonna do. Do I save this? No, because if I can't switch into anything because he's gonna EQ or something. And this will do a shit ton. It's probably Thick Fat. If this might actually one-shot. No, okay. I'm tripping. Goes for Stone Edge. Dude is edging. Pause. Why did I say that? Well, why is this mammoth doing that? It's rated E for everyone. No, but seriously, such a dumbass. Whatever. Alright, spikes. Spikes! Random Sonic Colors reference. Stupid. Fucking stupid joke. It's not even a joke. But it's just like, I can hear that soundbite though. I hate that I can. Spikes! It's higher pitched than that, but I can't do it. Good lord. Oh my god, we lived on 1. That's kind of crazy. Crit? Okay, we got a crit. Oh, we died a hail though, duh. Alright, Typh, bring it home. Did I say last time was cursed? For the previous time? This stream is fucking cursed. Like, actually. It's Snowcloak, but we dodged too. I thought you'd be Thick Fat, you cheeky bastard. Running Snowcloak in this economy? Yo! Alright, well, okay. I guess that's fine, because we can do the full battle with, like, actual picture. on screen instead of it being just black because OBS sucks ass. Because that is an instance of, like, for some reason, the problem is if I do game capture specifically, with this version of Desmume, I want to say, there's like a delay. So what I do, I think is it window capture? Yeah, I think I use window capture. The issue is, with window capture, specifically with well, I don't usually use window capture for games. Like, it's just this because it's two different screens, and I think that's what causes the lag when I do game capture. And I do, like, because I do two different instances of it. Not running, but, like, in OBS. So that I can, like, crop one screen separately from the other. Which I'm assuming that's how most people do it. The issue... Well, that's an issue. The issue is... when I close out of Desmume and reopen it, OBS doesn't always recognize it as being the same window. So I'm not I'm not entirely sure why it doesn't, because it actually has done it like once or twice where it will recognize it, but a lot of the time I have to like re-click on it and then like change the window and then change it back and then it'll work. I should have figured that that would have been the case here, but I feel like my narration was pretty on point, so we'll just you know, POV, someone sprayed tear gas in your eyes. Like, I don't know, for like 20 minutes. Dude led a bomb of snow. So let's try this again. I guess in the instance that I cut out the Eternal Darkness from the previous like 20 minutes or whatever, I was saying play the first hour of FF10-2, if I could enunciate. Play the first hour of Final Fantasy X-2, which I'm pretty sure I had played a few years ago. It seems familiar, but I don't 100% remember. Seems cool. Fun to be playing a game with the job system and like ATB and stuff like that, and interested to see like how the differences end up playing out, but I'm too early to say anything on it. Also don't want to say much on it because I plan to do a video on it, as I am going to do with the rest of the single-player Final Fantasies. Also got kind of sucked into Pokemon TCG Pocket. I cannot speak, I swear to God. It's been a long day. Got into TCG Pocket a little bit more deeply. I think it's really sick. I like how it auto-generates energy for you. You don't have to keep track. Like, the fact that it's a digital card game, being, having been a big player of Hearthstone for big, I don't mean like popular, but I just mean like, I played Hearthstone pretty, what's the word? I was really big into Hearthstone for like 3 or 4 years. From like 2014 to, 27-18-ish, and I might have continued to play just Arena specifically, but I haven't played in a while. I'm so out of the loop as far as like new expansions and shit. I could not give a fuck, honestly. It's cool that people are still playing it though, but I'm just like, I don't know, it lost me after a certain point. But TCG Pocket definitely has less going on in the field, but I can still see the depth, you know? 20 card decks versus 30. So like that's inherent limitations, only 4 cards in the field at once. But there are synergies, and like there's only one expansion out currently for it anyway. So like as more types of packs get introduced, I'm sure it's gonna get crazier and crazier. But it's neat. It's cool to like finally know how to play the TCG as someone who grew up with Pokemon cards and still has a lot of them. It's cool to finally like learn how to play it, actually. All right, you're gonna go for water move. I feel like Neptune's a good pivot because Neptune's also kind of shit. I mean, I guess if Neptune's shit, then is it gonna be much better as a Kingdra? I guess it's bulkier. feel like Blizzard's gonna fuck me up. So I think I just go for the para like I tried last time. Let me get it first try. Okay, cool. So that's helpful. Goes for Surf again. Are you like... Did it switch moves last time? I guess you guys wouldn't be able to tell. Maybe by the sound effects. But, maybe it's choice specs. And that's why, like, Blizzard was doing so much. Even so, I don't think I really want to switch out. But I think that does mean that I go for Giga Drain on Gar just to, like, guarantee that I land. And also, this team does not have water resists outside of Kingdra. Which is a ×4 resist, mind you, but only having one water resist is pretty tough. Like, no grass type or anything. Not that that would help here, per se. I mean, G-Breath just does the most, right? Because it's neutral. This is 95 divided by 2. This is less than 60, even though... Well, no, it's Stab, though. So that's like, what, 130 something? It's like... Surf might actually be stronger because of Stab. Alright. Seedra gets knocked out, you did your job, you paralyzed the Gong. Yeah, I guess... I don't know what all would be cut out. Again, if I kind of jump cut to where I, you know, reestablish the picture of the stream. But I think I'm gonna hold... Not hold, but like I need time to make the 3 houses video, even though it's going to be scaled back compared to what I was originally planning. That's good. That's good. So that'll be the end of the month video. I want to see, maybe I do one of those compilations like this weekend and just get that out for the sake of having a video for the middle of the month. Because I feel bad about not having... I was doing so good about doing the 2 videos a month thing. Nice crit. We take those. Probably would have 2 KO'd anyway, I think. Flame. 95 Flame, not even 90. So I think we take this over Plume. Because we have Will-O-Wisp. Unless... Well... This is a 75% chance to burn. Because, you know, accuracy. And this is a 30% chance to burn. But you're also dealing damage in the times that you're trying to burn. I'm wondering, do I do... I feel like I just keep Wisp. If I really want to burn something, I'd rather just click Will-O-Wisp than Plume. Especially since Flamethrower is 95. If it was 90, I'd be a little more hesitant. Because I think I would prefer that burn chance, the higher burn chance. Technically, it's like, alright, get rid of T-Punch, but at least T-Punch is coverage, even if it's not great on a special attacker. At least it is coverage. We find another Gyarados that's chipped. We can take care of that. Frostlass. How fast is Frostlass? Is it also base 110? I think it is. I think you would go for Shadow Ball here, no? I'm going to try to go into Corneo, because Corneo is pretty useless here, so if it does click Ice move, or like... Yeah, okay, it goes for Blizzard, which is fair enough. This kills, for sure. But that's fine. I would have just clicked Sucker Punch, but I'm going to go into Scizor and click BP anyway. I just wanted to see, if it clicks Shadow Ball, I could have maybe Sucker Punched, killed it on the Blizzard, and then... like had Honchkrow as a sack for later kind of deal. We just clicked Banded BP, which should kill, barring Sash. What I am curious about is where to get Life Orb and Black Glasses, or Dread Plate. But I don't know if... It just has evolutionary items, so I think everything else would be in the same spot, probably. You definitely don't get the choice items in the same way, though. So maybe I just need to Google. You're also Ice Rock, so you just die. Sacred Gold Life Orb. This Reddit post from 7 years ago is asking about Sheer Force for Alligator and Sacred Gold, and someone says use PK Hex when Sheer Force didn't exist in Gen 4. Good job, dumbass. I'm not seeing like reliable resources on where to find some of these things. What are you clicking here? EQ? Does EQ even kill me? I mean, I know you're a Mamoswine, but I'm a Scizor. So I almost feel like I live. And this should 2 a KO. Yeah. That does a shit ton. Oh, it goes for Stone Edge, that's right. Because Life Orb normally, is that just a Battle Frontier item in this gen? Yeah, shopping details. No, Ruins of Alph, top left. Top, what do you mean top left? It's one of the treasure rooms, I guess. Huh. What about, black glasses? Not Bulbapedia, we want... I feel like Cerebi is usually better about that. Sorry. BP. Animation, go! Animation, use Slow Start. It's super effective. Dark Cave. Could be incentive to explore Dark Cave. Especially because I have the TMs, or sorry, HMs that allow me to explore thoroughly. Although I don't have anything with Flash, but we can just spray a repel and just go, I guess. Lapras. I'd like for this to get the level up, if possible. I don't know what you would go for here. Maybe I just sack Pele because it is level 42. And Pele is not going to do much to this, really. Goes for T-Bolt. Interesting. Not like Stab Surf or something. What would they have expected to come in on that? Grass resist both. What's on the water? An opposing water type to come in, I guess? Nice T-Punch for Chip. I'm not really trying to, like, 1v1 this, because it's not going to happen. What? Maybe Focus Blast on Typh would be better. I've said it a lot, like, fighting and ground are kind of redundant. They do hit different stuff sometimes, like in this case, ground is just neutral, whereas fighting is super effective. But most ice types are weak to fire, so... Yeah, but like maybe Focus Blunch. Maybe like Fire Move, Focus Blast, Earth Power, Will-O-Wisp, or second Fire Move. Maybe that's the play. I don't know, why is this Paris Trap? That's so stupid. Especially as your last Mon, like, are you dumb? Is he stupid? This probably would have come out sooner if it beat something else on the team, but there's no Freeze Dry in this gen. If this had Freeze Dry, then maybe it would have come out against, like, Seadra. I'm actually really looking forward to Aurora Crystal still, even with my misgivings about Redux. even with those, I'm like, this hack is solid, but like I feel like there's more room to improve here than with Voltwake 2, personally. Like, Black and White 2 is probably my favorite mainline vanilla Pokemon game. Like, in vanilla specifically. But I feel like as far as Drayano hacks go, I feel like Blaze Black Voltwave 1 or this hack could have used the facelift sooner than Blaze Black Voltwave 2. Just from personal experience. But it's also been around the same amount of time since I played original Blaze Black Voltwave 2, so I should probably do that at some point to, like, reaffirm how I feel about that. Because I thought this hack actually held up better than it does, and it's fine. And I'm not, like, begrudging it, because I know it's old. It's an old hack, and Drayano was, like, a lot younger at the time, obviously, so, like, by virtue of that, like, less experience and, like, you know, whatever. But, still a solid hack, but, like, I guess it's less of the hack's fault and more so just Gen 4. But that's what I'm saying, if Aurora Crystal can introduce some more new gen stuff, not even necessarily 6, 7, 8, 9, but just Gen 5 stuff, like Gen 5 abilities and held items and whatnot. Like, that's what I'm most missing here, I think. But that's like a Gen 4 problem, not a Sacred Gold Storm Silver problem, really. And also the HM thing. If HMs are done away with in Aurora Crystal, that automatically becomes the best Drayano hack. And I don't even... It'd be great if there was some way to keep the blockades and keep the, like, progression locked without having to remove the obstacles entirely and just put, like, a dude there, you know? Like, I appreciate that to an extent, but it's like... I wish that there was some way to be like, hey, you've got a Scizor on your team. You can just use Cut because it's a Scizor, but you don't have to teach it Cut as a battle move. Or if there was some way to have a hidden 5th and 6th move or something that you could teach it but not use in combat, I don't know. If that was a way to get around it kind of deal. But yeah. Funny enough, when I first played my friend's copy of Gen 2 all those years ago, I think I thought there were 6 moves because the way the dashes show up, maybe I assumed that the moves would go above the dashed lines instead of, like, right on them. I don't know if the math would actually, like, add up that way, but that was, like, a funny thing. Especially because the moves, I want to say, in Gen 2, I think aren't they laid out, like, top to... Yeah, they're laid out top to bottom, whereas in Gen 3 and on, or for a while, they did, like, the square kind of format, which I think works really nicely, especially these DS games on the bottom screen and all that. Alright, Radio Tower's in trouble. Oh no, whatever shall we do? What did I say, though? Black Glasses would be cool. I mean, I like the idea of flinching with Sucker Punch, but the odds are... It's like 10 or 20%. Whereas Black Glasses would just boost the damage of that. And maybe pick up some kills that it otherwise wouldn't. I like the idea of that better. So let's head to... Let's just kind of blitz through Dark Cave. Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure this guy prevents us from going here, yeah. You're still gonna stop us, so I can't get the Electrolyzer yet. Okay, I've already been to those places, but thank you. We'll see if we can find it. I could look up a map or something, but I'll just feel it out, because we can super repel away pretty much everything, and I have mons with Rock Smash, Strength, and Surf, just no Flash, but that's one of those where dude, eventually in my Gen 3 runs, back when Flash wasn't HM, I would just, like, not teach anything, because, like, I knew my way around, what's it, Dewford? Is it called Dewford Tunnel? Granite Cave? I knew my way around, and actually it felt pretty satisfying to, like... Also, the Flash thing is kind of fucked up on this, but yeah, whatever. Oh, it's not the original... It's not the way the developers intended it, oh. Fuck you. No one, literally no one is saying that. Literally, if someone actually unironically says that, then yeah, I will make fun of them. But no one is saying that. Literally no one's saying that. It looks stupid as fuck, with like the darkness not actually covering the entire screen, but who gives a shit? What I was saying though is it was satisfying to maneuver Granite Cave without Flash. There's something about that was fun. For whatever reason. Victory Road, not so much. Like, that late in the game, the Victory Road in Gen 3, I think it requires Strength, Rock Smash, Flash, Surf, and Waterfall. Which, like, okay, you want to leverage those, but you know the player can't even get to Evergrande without Waterfall. And I like Gen 3's Victory Road, I do, because of the variety of, like, the terrain and stuff like that. Aesthetically, it's not that interesting, it's just kind of a cave again, but from a puzzling perspective, yeah, it's very simple and stuff, but it's better than Gen 4's Victory Road, in my opinion. Oh, and it requires Flash if you want to use that, I forgot. Like, you don't have to use it necessarily, but it is dark in portions of Gen 3's Victory Road. And unfortunately, Oris still has HMs, right? Did I just screw myself? No, I can fly back to Violet. They're dead. Okay. Route 46. And yeah, there's like ledges, I think, that block me from going up to Blackthorn, yeah. But there's some trainers we can fight here, actually. Oh, I forgot this is split. So maybe I just take the down path. And then we go left next time. But yeah, HM's really... Like, I like having moves you can use in the overworld to, like, traverse and puzzle and stuff like that. I think that is cool, but having to overwrite your combat skills for that is just, like... It's not. It's just not cool. That's... Yeah. Let me think. Yeah, I think either having additional move slots that are specifically for HMs, or I've said it so many times, the whole thing where it's like, oh, you let's just say every Pokemon that can learn any given HM is given the ability to use that ability outside of battle, just like when the game deems it possible. Like, hey, I'm gonna teach your Pokemon how to use Surf or something. Here's a TM for it if you want to use it in battle, but if you don't, you can just do it. Because you have a water type in your team. Like, I guess I don't hate the solution that they've done with ride Pokemon, but I would prefer it to be Pokemon in your squad that you're using. Or even if the ride Pokemon could be summoned from your box or something like that, and maybe... Okay, let's say if you don't have something that can use that, if they want to give you a default mon, that's fine. In that instance, I would just say, well, that would be an incentive to catch more things, and just be like, well, okay, you don't have something that can cut, go catch something that can cut then. That shouldn't be that difficult a task to do. And maybe, like I'm saying, you don't even need to carry it in your party. Maybe you do just like summon it or something. Like, I don't know. I've got so many ideas like this for this series, and that'll never be utilized. Maybe not never, but just like, I don't know. I'm not holding my breath for Game Freak to actually make a Pokemon game for its longtime fans. Not that there aren't longtime fans that enjoy the new stuff. I know there are, which is kind of unfortunate. Because I'm like, I just wish people would hold Game Freak to a higher standard. Because even Scarlet and Violet, it's like, oh, well, beyond the technical... I think I've said this in the past, too, so, like, you can blame... Well, I wouldn't blame me for this sentiment in general, but it's more just like, I've said this in the past, where it's like, oh, beyond the technical aspects, it's fun, it's good, it's like, whatever. It's decent, it's okay beyond the technical aspects. The technical aspects are so fucking egregious that, like, they do distract from, like, any good that the game could be doing, and there's a lot, particularly from a gameplay design, like a game design front, that is just... It's not even that it's, like, not good on its own, but it's like, there are things that regress from Arceus. And I know, like, the Legends games are supposed to kind of be their own thing, but, like, Arceus made some innovations that should be in every Pokemon game. Like, being able to just physically run away from a battle without having to actually participate in it. Being able to catch things without engaging in battle, etc., etc. That's why, at least in my eyes, that's why Arceus deserves praise, is because of those things. And yeah, should some of these things have been the case for a while? Yeah, sure, why not? But... And, like, does Arceus fumble in some other areas? Yeah, totally, but... It's because it actually did legitimately innovate some things. For the series, at least. That's more so my concern when it comes to innovation. Like, I don't really necessarily care if another series has done it before, whatever. That's important historically, but my main thing is, like, is Game Freak learning and improving and innovating on their own formula? And not necessarily just aping from someone else kind of deal. Like, or, like, I don't even really mind that necessarily, but you know what I'm saying, I think. So, ideally, ZA builds upon what Arceus did. Alright, I'm assuming the black glasses are just unavailable to me for now. We have to enter from, like... Well... The other entrance is at Blackthorn, and I don't think... And the other entrance, the other exit or whatever we just... Excuse me, left. Over here. Yeah, this cave theme slaps. Yeah. Yeah, my thing is, like, I didn't need remakes of Gen 4, I don't need remakes of Gen 5. If you go in and you just, like, repackage the DS Pokemon games, but let's say you go in and actually change, like, the HM thing, and you make some actual positive improvements. I know some people are like, oh, don't touch them, don't touch them. Yeah, make the originals accessible, but if you're gonna do an updated release of some kind, I don't want, like, a fucking chibi, 3D chibi remake of Diamond and Pearl specifically that takes nothing from Platinum and none of the improvements in all categories. Like, I don't want that. Gen 5 doesn't have that issue because there's not a third version that they can ignore. They could ignore the sequels, which I think would be a shame, but yeah. Technically I should go to my Sleep Absorber, but it's significantly higher level than everything else, so I kinda want to not do that. But I also don't really have... Well, this can click Strength. And it might not even have Spore, because it's level 24. Yeah. But yeah, if ZA is like an appropriate scope, because it's weird, because Game Freak is having growing pains on new hardware and like developing in HD at the rate that they're trying to do it. But then they're also increasing the scope of their projects, which is like the opposite of what you want to do in that case. Because Let's Go turned out pretty well. Catching gimmicks and like there's like you know, story changes are questionable, but it's like a complete like polished generally game, right? There's things that I don't like about it, certainly, but it looks good, it runs well, it plays pretty solidly too. Like I actually had fun with it. It's on the easy side for sure. It is like, it is an introductory game for sure. And like the story changes, I don't really care, but like I don't really care about Kanto's story that much. But it is worse. It is just like weird, unnecessary changes. Like why isn't it just red and blue? Like why change that of all things? But whatever. Mega Evolution's coming back for a Gen 7 game was cool. But the catching was, again, I didn't hate the fact that you didn't have to just participate in a battle to catch Pokemon, because I think that's kind of boring. But I didn't really like, I didn't hate, I don't know, I kind of didn't hate the catching mechanics, but it is gimmicky. So there's that. But what was my point here? But the thing is, Let's Go is a remake of Kanto, which they've done. They've like remade, not the Kanto games, but they've remade Kanto as a region so many times that doing that as a first HD entry, I think, was smart. Something really like not only is it a remake of something that that company is very familiar with, but it's also just a smaller scale project. And then they were like, hey, okay, Sword and Shield came first, but like at a certain point they were like, hey, let's do an open world game, even though our like game with a singular open zone didn't turn out that great. And then it's like, I mean, what do you expect from that, right? That's why I'm hoping that ZA is a smaller, compared to Scarlet and Violet scale project. If it's just Lumio City and it's like, if it's a dense, like interesting, varied Lumio City, maybe you have some outskirts in there or something. But if it, I like the idea of it just being set in a singular city. That's something I like about certain Assassin's Creed games back when I actually gave a shit. Was like, oh, what city is it going to be set in next? Because that was always the exciting part for me, or like the main draw. All right, Black Glasses Hunt was a bust. Now we go to the radio tower. But yeah, if it's just Lumio City and they build mechanically on what Arceus had going on, I think it could actually be really good. But I need to see it. Like, I would need to see something from it. Like, if it looks good and runs well on top of being an evolution of Legends Arceus, that could actually be, like, the best Pokemon game in a while. And not in the same way that people said about Arceus necessarily, but some people don't really like Gen 7, so I'm just like, yeah. Gen 7 isn't... I don't think Gen 7 is as good as Gen 5, like, overall, for a few reasons, but, like, it is one of my favorite generations, but it's also been a while, right? 2017 was the last Gen 6... Well, I should say Alola. The last Alola game we got was 2017, so... What, 7 years ago? And that gen started 8 years ago? So we're you know, quickly approaching a decade removed from that. And like, I know I put Legends Arceus in the A tier in the tier list. That was a mistake. I think it should be in more like B, but like kind of a higher B. Probably swap it and Emerald around. But I feel like that tier list is actually pretty good, aside from some of the rankings. Like specifically where I place certain things, but what I said, I think was pretty solid, so I'm not going to redo it, at least for a long time. Because I've done so many Pokemon tier lists that just like end up getting outdated, and I feel like that one is the closest to being accurate. But it is one of those things that's so like constantly changing. Even though I'm not like replaying all these games at all times, just from reflecting on things primarily, and having played, you know, hundreds and hundreds of hours of a lot of them. Up through Gen 5 at least. But Yeah, like there hasn't been... And I need to replay Gen 7 also. I do need to replay the Alola games. I do. It's been a few years. But, because who knows? Maybe I feel more softly on them now. I don't know. I don't think I've played them since before the pandemic, for sure. It's at least been 4 years. It's pretty fun that you get to run around as a Team Rocket member, but you can't actually leave. They're like, what are you doing? You gotta go to the radio tower. Hey, Spaghetti, gotta go to the radio tower. Super fucking racist, I'm sorry. I've got Italian blood in me though, so maybe it's okay. I don't know. Probably not. Oh, right. Hold on. We have to go... We have to try to enter the radio tower first. But, shit, what was I saying? I do have enough to get another TM if I want to from here. Where's Energy Ball? Received as a gift from a girl on Route 39. Route? Isn't that a route I can access? Oh, wait. Is this the one where I have to show her, like, some random shit? It's buyable in Celadon as well. I'm not really that worried about it. Giga Drain's actually pretty good. Because then Gar can come in, heal, while, like, killing something that it's super effective against. Then I switch it out, come back in. It's actually not bad. Energy Ball's stronger, though, obviously, but, yeah. But yeah, I'm glad, as much as I do want to see something from Legends ZA to, like, have an idea of what we'll be getting, I am actually reassured that we haven't seen anything yet, because that means it's not going to come out in first quarter of next year. I feel like they would have said something by now, right? You'd think so. If it was going to be another February release or whatever, that, like, Arceus was, I feel like we'd have heard something by now. Nintendo is sometimes actually good about announcing stuff without having us wait too long, but at this point, like 3 or 4 months, I feel like that's cutting it pretty close. So then we assume, okay, maybe it would come out second quarter at the earliest, but I actually want it to come out as late as possible to get the most polish, the most depth of systems and, like, density in the city and, like, all that kinds of stuff, to just, like, flesh it out, polish it up. Mainly the polishing thing. Take the time that they need to polish it. So if it comes out fall of next year, even better. I know they did the DLC, but that'd be 3 years since the last mainline release. That's huge. Also, holy shit. Raticate is strong in this. It probably would just crunch, I think. Like, you're probably just gonna crunch here, right? I'm gonna just try to go for a Focus Blast. Okay, we're faster this time, because it is a grunt and not an admin or exec. But yeah, if Legends ZA is a fall title, well, okay. Then again, we haven't heard from the Switch 2, which could potentially be first quarter of next year. So maybe it's too early to say. I would say if we don't hear anything, certainly by the end of the year, but I would even say by like the Game Awards, if not like December 1st. If we don't hear anything, then you would think that it's not going to be first quarter. Just because I feel like that turnaround would be unusual for Nintendo, I think. Pivot this. Typh is technically like a fine switch, or Scizor really is a better switch in, but I'm trying to level evenly. It's just a grunt. I'm gonna go heal after this anyway. So, yeah. So I just switch back out into this and click Psychic. Yeah, get fucked. So, like, if ZA is a launch title for the new Switch or something, that could be a hell of a launch lineup if that's the case, whether it is in the spring or not. Like, new mainline Pokemon game, Metroid Prime 4, imagine Genealogy Remake, and a new 3D Mario. I feel like they would space those out throughout the year, but, like, I don't think all of those games would be launch titles, but maybe, like, 2 of them, and then you have one, like, 3 to 6 months later, and then one for the holiday or something like that. Or, like, one per quarter kind of deal. Would be really nasty. Like, imagine, like, let's say the Switch 2 comes out first quarter. Let's just hypothetically say that. Let's say it launches with like a new 3D Mario, because we're due for that. And I feel like they must be holding something regarding that. It's been too long for them to not have something. And if they want to hold it even longer, well, then again, Mario Bros. Came out in '85, right? So next year would be an anniversary year. It's the 40th, in fact. You can't not release a new Mario game in the 40th anniversary. I'm sorry. We've had some lackluster anniversary celebrations from Nintendo, but a big 10-year milestone, 40 years. Yeah, no, we're getting a new Mario game next year, and I because we just got Wonder last year, it's got to be a 3D game. They got to be doing a new 3D game next year. I would put money on it, like, actually. Now that I just came to that conclusion that it's an anniversary year, I'm like, yeah, there's no way they don't. There's literally no way they don't. So let's say new 3D Mario is a launch title. Let's say Prime 4 is like second quarter. Let's say Fire Emblem Genealogy Remake, which who knows if that's coming out next year, is third quarter, around the time Three Houses came out. That seemed to work out well. I guess it would be a little bit later, but yeah, third quarter, and then fourth quarter is Legends ZA. Like, man. And then you have like smaller titles within that, and maybe like, hey, here's a $10 upgrade to play Tears of the Kingdom at 4K 60 FPS or whatever it is. I don't know if it's gonna be 4K, but you know what I mean. 60 FPS, like, period, or whatever. And some of those might be free patches, actually, for some games. I could see that. But I'm also nervous for the worst. If they try to resell the games again for the performance upgrade, there's no way. I feel like if anything, I mean, I say that, but it's Nintendo. But I'm also like, I feel like they would just take the upgrade approach, if anything, and just be like, hey, pay us $10 for the power. But then again, you're buying the system. So it's like, unless it is a total texture overhaul or something, like I think Three Houses could use, then I don't see why that wouldn't just like come with the box, you know? But yeah, imagine that. Like, yeah, but basically my point is, like, in addition to being able to play all your existing Switch titles, maybe not all, but like, well, okay, you can play all your existing Switch titles, period. Some of which will perform better and look better at higher resolutions, etc., etc. At least on the first party side of things. Can't guarantee that for second... Well, okay, second party, I would say probably, yeah. Like, I'm sure Xenoblade, like, I'm sure Monolith is probably... They might even be currently working on something to, you know, further optimize the games for, like, higher frame rates and shit like that. I wouldn't be surprised. As they're also, like, working on whatever next title is coming after Xenoblade 3. I think I lead guard and switch it out, maybe? Or, yeah. This is gonna hit 42 here. I'm kind of excited by this prospect, though. I mean, the Switch 2 is gonna be... It's gonna be more expensive than you think, probably. But, we'll see. I mean, it could surprise. I have a feeling it's gonna be like 500. Like, actually. I think any more than that, and you're tripping. If they can and do sell it for 400, that'd be kind of crazy. And I feel like given the success of the Switch, I feel like that would be a good idea, actually. Even if it is more of a loss. Which obviously it would be. That's not uncommon with hardware sales, though, as you may know. But I feel like Nintendo, though, might be the exception, because their hardware tends to be, like, lower end, so they're not paying as much to have it made, but in turn they're selling it for lower than, like, their competitors. But I'm like, man, if it's 400 straight up, I mean, that's nuts. It's actually crazy. I mean, obviously depending on what it is and what it can do. I'm a little bit nervous about what people have said about it being comparable potentially to a PS4, and I'm like, a base PS4 or a Pro? Because that's different. I'm like, if it's a portable PS4 Pro, then I'm like, okay, that's something. A base PS4, though... Well, then again, okay, think about it like this. Compared to the current hardware, where a lot of games are barely holding 30 FPS, maybe actually on hardware equivalent to a PS4, let alone PS4 Pro, Nintendo games, which are made for this lower-end hardware, probably could run at 60, whereas a lot of PS4 games were running at 30. Because those were being made for, like, a higher spec machine. Kind of thing. So... It could work. They might fall into a similar trap, though, with, like, new-gen titles, or, like, Switch 2 exclusive titles, having to run at lower frame rates eventually. Similar to how, you know, we've seen with the PS5 Xbox Series generation, to an extent. Then again, I've been playing on PC this entire generation, so it doesn't really affect me, personally. Intimidated, what do I go into? Scissor's the obvious answer. What do you even go for here? I kind of want to just T-Wave you. You're not Quick Feet, because you Intimidated. Oh, it just roars me out. That's fine. Switching would have made no difference. I feel like you're just going to roar again, so I'm going to surf. But yeah, I'm kind of bracing myself for the next system to be 500. But if it is 400, that would be, like, that would be primo, actually. 450 could also be an option, but I feel like Nintendo tends, well, wasn't the Wii U, the Wii U was it 350, or was it, I feel like the Wii U was 350. Or maybe it was 250. What year? That was 2012? Why do I not remember? I know the base model was, like, not even worth getting because the internal storage was pitiful. Original... Yeah, what was the original price? I thought it was... Yeah, it was 300 for... I was right. 300 for the basic, 350 for the deluxe. So 350. And did the Switch... Well, the Switch launched at 300. 5 years later. That's actually kind of wild to consider. So yeah, maybe the next one actually is... maybe it actually does end up being 400. Wow. We'll see. I think I just go into Gar and kill this with Psychic. My two middle Evos are like really struggling right now. But at least I'll have a fully evolved squad for Claire and the Elite Four and like all of that kind of stuff. Ta-da-da. He's building up that bile. Swalot, use bile build. Specs to... Yeah, it'd be hype to get a new Donkey Kong game, though. I mean, I'd love for Retro to do a third one, but now that they're doing Prime 4, I'm like, obviously I want that more. But a third DKC Returns game that brings back the Kremlings, because Xbox is actually playing nice. So I feel like they could get the rights to that if they wanted to. Especially because K. Rool was in Smash, so I'm like, that'd be perfect to round out the trilogy, honestly. That'd be sick. But I want Prime 4. They probably should have alternated, you know? It's one of those... It's like Bethesda. Not in terms of quality, because Retro makes... Well, whatever. I don't want to compare the two studios necessarily. I haven't played Starfield, so I can't speak on it. But even just based on the fact that the reception is very mixed for that game, and given 76's at least original reputation, it's like... That was a studio where it's like, okay, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Fallout. And you would think that they would continue that pattern. I know they've said that they kind of regret, like, kind of not doing that to an extent, and that Elder Scrolls 6 is so far out. I hope... Dude, I really hope Elder Scrolls 6 is good. I really do. I don't know what to think anymore. But I haven't played a Bethesda Game Studios game since Fallout 4. So... And I kind of liked Fallout 4. I did enjoy it. I definitely agree with some of the criticisms of it, but I would be lying if I said I didn't enjoy my time with it. Which was a lot, by the way. It's probably my most played Fallout game, actually, even though I have come around on New Vegas and think that New Vegas is great. Can't believe I played that this year. Like, I went back to it this year, which is crazy to think about. It was very early on, though. January, February-ish. Nice crit. Think. Yeah, so like Retro Studios, it seemed like the perfect formula for them to do, like, okay, they do DKC Returns, then do Prime 4, then do Tropical Freeze, which I'm glad that Tropical Freeze exists because it's fantastic, but it's like, okay, yeah, do Prime 4, which obviously they had a canceled project somewhere in there, and they weren't originally doing Prime 4. But they got put on that project. Does Specs Psychic kill this? I want to say it will. Muck does have a good Spit F stat, but this is Specs Modest Gengar, so... Oh my god. And they choked. Yeah. So, like, as much as I would love for Retro to continue on Metroid, I actually wouldn't mind if they did Prime 4 and then a third DKC, and then Prime 5, etc. And then, like, maybe once they round out that DKC trilogy, maybe they do something else, because it'd be cool to see them do something original as well. But they've been so... Some studios do so well with, like, existing IP. Look at Bloober Team. Look at Bloober Team. I haven't played any Bloober Team games, but they did a bunch of original stuff. Maybe they had some licensed stuff in there. I have no fucking clue. their catalog has been like kind of, you know, mostly mixed reception. Some people like certain games, whatever, in their catalog. That's fine. But then they get handed the Silent 2, Silent 2, the Silent Hill IP, and make what sounds like a pretty solid remake, like a great remake of Silent Hill 2, an all-time classic, and they nailed it, despite their rocky reputation prior. And it's like, okay, maybe this, maybe that's like a team or a studio that is better served with existing IP that have like some kind of groundwork laid. And a remake is different than like a new entry in a series, but like, I don't think Retro wasn't Retro was it created for Prime? I don't know that they've done anything but Prime and DKC. Retro Studios. I'm a big fan of Retro Studios though, so I should know this. Games. Yeah, Prime was their first game, according to their website at least. Prime, Prime 2, Prime 3, Prime Trilogy, DKC Returns. Oh, they helped out on Mario Kart 7. Okay, interesting. DKC Returns 3D, they helped out on Tropical Freeze re-release, Prime Remastered. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I'd be interested to see them do something original. But I don't necessarily mind them being the Metroid and Donkey Kong studio. In fact, that's like a very interesting combination. It's like, hey, let's make a first-person, like, immersive shooter, so to speak, like exploration-based kind of shooter of a beloved IP that was historically side-scrolling. And then let's do a side-scroller of our own. Like, let's revive a beloved side-scrolling series in Donkey Kong Country. It's such an odd... I feel like it's rare to see studios, like, juggle two different genres like that. Because even in my example with BGS, it's like they make one style of game. For better and worse. In a lot of cases. I'm gonna just focus energy up and try to crit my way through to get this thing leveled up. Love to see it. Right on. It takes 150 or more to see. I don't even know if that's the actual lyrics. Because of Pokemon, then Destiny, Charmeleon, War Turtle, whatever it is. Safeguard, Campera, it's fine. Just T-Punch. Yeah, I can't wait for this to evolve and have an actual attack stat. That'll be cool. Actually, a pretty fantastic attack stat, especially by this gen's standards. 123. That's pretty great, even in Gen 4. They're definitely stronger mons, but usually they're like a lot frailer or a lot slower. And then Gen 5 is really where a lot of the crazy shit started coming out. And I mean, it's only gotten crazier and crazier each gen, of course. In Gen 6, mostly for Megas, because, like, there might be some exceptions, like, you know, Gren and, like, Xerneas and Ubers and stuff. But for the most part, the non-Megas in Gen 6, like, there's some that are good, but that's not where the insane power lies. It's in the Mega Evolutions, mostly. And then Gen 7... Gen 7, there's just a lot of the mons introduced there are just slow. Just really slow. Even if they're strong, like Vikavolt has like 145 special attack. But it's slow as shit. Yeah, and that goes for a lot of mons. Like Araquanid's kind of is neat. Does a lot of damage with water bubble. Water moves because of its water bubble ability, blah blah blah. But it's slow. Let me see. I think I just keep going Seadra, because the thing is, my fully evolved guys are going to get a lot of the EXP from the boss fights, because the middle evos aren't really going to do much there. Maybe get like a para with Electabuzz, or if I'm lucky enough to get a crit with a Seadra, that would help, but it's mostly just going to be chipping stuff. So yeah, in that case, I'd like rather these guys get as much experience as possible in these regular battles instead. Because I know they're not going to put in much work in the boss fights. That said, Gar is the correct answer here. On fighting move and then just click Psychic. Get murked. Yeah, running Psychic on this is actually the power play. It's actually so nasty. Poison types are so fucking cool, dude. Like, I still do think Poison, Dark, and Ghost are my top 3 favorites, but it's like... I feel like Poison is probably like my #1 at this current point in time. I probably would have said Dark, but then I look at the Dark roster and I'm like, man, there's so many great Dark types too. A lot of the ones that I really love come from like Gen 5 though. So obviously not available here. Kind of same with Ghosts to an extent. Because obviously Ghost types are pretty limited as far as availability for a while. And like Gengar is also Poison type, so that counts. And I do like the Mischievous line, but they're not my favorite Ghost types. Oh, interesting. Regular battle theme for the Scientist. I'm in danger. This. Are you serious? Okay. Wasn't Future Sight typeless in this gen? It's one of those moves where I constantly forget how it actually works. I'm just gonna go back into Oni. Goes in the song. Just try to T-punch it to death, I guess. I want to see how Future Sight works. I guess it won't tell me if it's a Psychic type move because it is neutral against Electabuzz, but if it's not a Psychic type move, it's going to do significantly less because no stab. I'm going to guess that wasn't stab, like 100 base power, I think. Man, he is just predicting the future left and right. Oh, it's Magneton. I'm going to this and just Focus Blast. And this way I can see if Future Sight is actually a psychic move or not. Or I guess, yeah, we just find out this turn. Yeah, it's non-typed, I think. I know Paley and Stark are actually the furthest behind. Let's just clear this floor. This is the last grunt on this floor for now. And then I guess I'll go back and heal. Because I think there's one more floor and then Patrol. I want to say. I'm just going to dig. Like, you don't have EQ, right? That's kind of bad. Maybe I should have Will-O-Wisp first. Even if I crit, this does a lot. Shadow Punch. That was a crit? Okay. I like those odds. The reason I didn't go for Lava Plume, or I guess Flamethrower in this case, initially is because of that Spadef stat. But if I had known or thought that I was going to go for Acid Armor, I would have just clicked that, I think. Yeah, that actually does kind of a lot. Just want to see, does this kill? Doesn't. He misses his Screech, dies to burn. T-Punch is very bad on this in this gen. That's it. Yeah, we need a card. Card key. Yeah, I want to say there's one more floor, right? Yeah, let's go heal. Bennett. This is what's gonna make the Pokemon World Tournament fun. Like, going back to that is like, I don't have to deal with like HMs. I don't have to deal with going back to heal in the middle of a dungeon. I don't have to deal with blah blah blah. It's just like just battles, just battle straight up, healed between every battle. You know, it's still against an AI, but it's like you know, the CPU. But I think that'll be fun. I'm curious how that's going to work in Redux, though. I feel like not much has been, if anything has been changed to the PWT in Redux, besides, like, the Pokemon changes. So I'm, like, kind of torn, like, is there a difference between playing that on, like, a vanilla save versus Redux besides the Pokemon changes? And if I don't like some of the Pokemon changes, do I play it on regular Voltwave 2? I don't know. Probably just do Redux for fairy typing and all that, but and like the move changes and shit. But yeah, hope they bring it back in Gen 10. That'd be cool. I feel like there's a lot to pull from now, though, but it is a very cool feature that I think would be nice to bring back. Lead Sizz. We haven't led Scizor enough because I haven't seen this sprite, this amazing sprite enough, which does kind of make up for the back sprite being kind of lame. Hey, this dude's saying they lack music, but I mean, I don't know, this is kind of a banger. Then again, do you think Team Rocket hooked up the radio tower to like their freaking like iPod or whatever the fuck? Obviously that wasn't a thing in the original Gen 2, but it's like they hooked it up to their MP3 player and they're playing their theme like actually. Certainly not, but it is funny to think about. Banded Rock Smash. Nido Queen. This is, no, Gengar is the answer to this, because of Levitate. Like, actually. Because obviously beams will hit me, but they're not stab. And most of the time, Nidos are like, you know, double kick, or in this case, body slam, and like dual stab or something. And Gengar handles that with Levitate. Delcatty. We'll just go back into this in Rock Smash, I think. I wonder if Game Freak's gonna rush out the first Gen 10 game for 2026 for the anniversary. It would kind of make sense if they could. If they did that. But at the same time, it's like, that's not really learning from... Like, if ZA is coming out 2025, then it's like, okay, you're gonna do a release the following year, you're gonna go back to doing that again? They could announce it. Like, that's my thing. It's like, I think I talked about this last time. Nintendo sometimes continues the anniversary celebration until like the year following. So like if the anniversary is February 2026, if it comes out by February 2027, then that would still be considered the anniversary year in their eyes, which makes sense, I guess. So I feel like that would be something to maybe announce at Pokemon Day 2026, is you announce the Gen 10 titles then. If you really want to tie it in like that. But I don't think, as cool as it is to tie in big releases like that, you know what they should do? They should just do collections or something, like re-release, remaster old titles in the interim, and then like announce Gen 10 at the end of it or something. Kind of like how Atlas sort of was going to do with, I guess, Persona 3 Reload, but maybe P6 even, for their anniversary, but like COVID fucked everything up, obviously. But they had like a series of announcements. It's like, okay, I feel like the Pokemon Company could do something similar. That would be kind of sick. Like they do a series of announcements, and the last announcement, maybe even you announce it at the end of the anniversary year. So like prior to February of 27, you announce Gen 10. I don't know. That's like, stuff like that is so hard to speculate. I feel much more confident that we're getting a new 3D Mario next year. Because it's been long enough for something like that to have been fully developed and polished. And it's an anniversary year. And new hardware is coming out. Presumably. At least. And like, I know the games industry in a lot of realms, particularly in the West, is like very doom and gloom. I get it. I understand. I do. I feel like there's a lot to be excited about, though. You don't want to get your expectations too high, but it's like, even if something doesn't pan out, like I'm interested to see even just new entries in these series that have been long running. I don't really mind that. Even if I don't intend to play it, like not Super Princess Peach, Princess Peach Showtime, not a game that I was like kind of curious about it, but then by the time it came out, I was like, eh. I don't really want to play this, but I think it's cool that it exists. Even if it's may not be like this masterpiece, Nintendo's next Mario 64 or anything like that, right? Like, clearly, but like, I'm glad it exists. I think it's a cool project to give Peach like her own game for the first time in so long. That's cool. The open world Zelda is not really my cup of tea, but I was still excited to see what Tears of the Kingdom was going to have to offer. Even though I didn't really like Breath of the Wild that much after at least a certain point, but because I don't want to I feel like I've kind of come around, and I don't want to downplay that I was into the open world Zeldas for the first 40 to 50 hours of each of them, but now currently have no interest in playing more, so it's like, what does that say? As far as my tastes, I mean, obviously, and how those games don't like mesh with what I'm looking for, kind of deal. It's not that they're objectively bad or something stupid like that. Trace static. That's a little concerning because we can't actually get paralyzed in this gen. Dude, this thing needs to evolve. Soon, though, soon. Post Radio Tower, I'm gonna try to avoid the trainers and get the Electrolyzer immediately. As soon as I get access to Route 44. Restart. Confusion. Oh, I was like, wow, why did that do so much? That's the crit. This one shot's ×4. Choice pan boosted, technician boosted, stab boosted. Absolutely nuts. Oni wants to learn Thunderbolt. You're gonna be a physical attacker, buddy. This would be great for the time being, but well, actually, like, Evire's special attack stat's like 95, so it's actually not terrible. That's like T-Tar, and T-Tar in some of these earlier gens would sometimes run special moves. So, like, mixed Evire I know is a thing. Problem is it's impish, this one. If I ran like a minus defense nature, then yeah, maybe I actually would rather run like a special electric move, and then we have a fighting move on like CC plus Thunderbolt. Maybe I should have just taught it. I can just buy a TM of it if I really want to, if I change my mind. I wish Evire had a better... I mean, I know everyone wants it to have a slightly better speed stat. My thing is its defense is, like, kind of not great. I wish its defense was, like, at least a little bit better. At least, like, 90 or something like that. Whereas... what is it normally? It's, like, its lowest stat, I think. $67 defense? Can you at least round that up to like 80? 70 even? Like something? 67? I take those 3 points in attack, make it 120 attack, 70 defense. I know it's not a major difference, but like, it's a pretty bad defense stat with 75 HP, which is not amazing either. That's my main thing, is its bulk. 85 SpDef is not terrible. 95 special attack. Take some of its special attack out and put it in its defenses too. Come on now. This thing isn't fast enough. I think that's the thing. It's Evire, not this, but Evire is not fast enough to warrant the frailty. Base 95 is actually not bad, but it's also like in a gen with like Garchomp and shit that kind of fuck it up. So I know like Evire, when it comes to Smogon meta, like singles, Garivire was like a thing like early Gen 4 from what I'm recalling from my False Swipe gaming watching over the years. It's not that Evire is like a terrible mon, but it did struggle to like maintain relevance in OU. I guess it is technically OU currently in DPP. Because like, I know like on paper in Gen 4 it looks amazing, but it struggles. Unable to make an impact on the metagame. Electivire is too weak and or strapped for move slots. So for move slot syndrome, it has too good. Its coverage is too good. That's my favorite thing, is when a Pokemon has 4 move slot syndrome. It has too good coverage, and so it wants to run so many things but can't run them all. Not a terrible problem to have, but like on top of let's see. Reliance on getting it. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, I could see it relying on getting a speed boost, and it's weak to Earthquake with a shit defense stat as well. It'd be one thing if it was weak to Earthquake but had an actual defense stat and or HP, but it doesn't. Thankfully, I'm running Levitate Gengar and Honchkrow in this hack, so I have something to switch into on EQ. But yeah, I've always liked Evire though. Like design-wise, I think it's cool. I think it was on one of my first in-game teams for Gen 4 actually. I don't know if it was Diamond and Pearl or Platinum, but I definitely used it like way back when. These are Hustle, so I kind of want to burn because I don't think you're Guts. Right? I just want to see if it even gets Guts in this hack. Is that its hidden ability, maybe? Runaway Guts? No. It's Runaway Guts usually. But... plus Hustle. Hustle replaced Runaway, I guess. So it could be Guts. I don't know if it's worth the risk, because if I give it the Guts boost, it definitely fucking kills me here. You wouldn't go for Fire Move. You wouldn't steal a call. Whatever. You wouldn't go for Fire Move on the Fire type with Flash Fire, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. We dodge. Now you're gonna go for Fire Move on the ×4 Fire Weak, right? Right? Yes! Fucking finally! An actual play that makes sense. I think this kills because we're Charcoal and Flash Fire boosted on top of Stab, on top of 95 Power Flamethrower in this gen, on top of 109 Special Attack. We didn't kill, but they go for Toxic like a dummy. And I kill with literally anything. I can afford to stay in on this because it didn't one-shot me with fucking Double Edge. I just Flame again. Yeah, beautiful. It could be a roll even. Maybe. Nah, probably not. But we burn the Hyper Potion there. Beautiful. Okay, no, that was actually a high roll before, which is funny. We just Flame again. I don't even care if I'm continuing to take Poison Chip. This is not Eruption. And it's also fast, so I can like switch this out, come back in, and kill something later too. Beautiful. goes into Croak. It's Anticipation, not Dry Skin. Poison Fighting, you do have Dark Coverage, though. But if you had Dark Coverage, it would be Sucker Punch specifically, so I kind of want to go into Gar. I guess Stark works too. I kind of want to go into Gar. Maybe it clicks Sucker Punch on Typh if it has it. Those are Stone Edge. Okay. I guess that makes sense. It's super effective. I'm gonna bet you don't have Sucker Punch. Yeah, okay. I was like, I kind of just want to click Psychic on this. And if it had Sucker, I guess I would just go Honchkrow and click Fly or something. I keep getting hit by unexpected Stone Edges in this hack, though. Or at least in this play with my current team. I guess, yeah, I am Rock Weak. I don't have any Rock Resists currently. This will be one. But again, shit defense stat. Best special rock move is like, what, Power Gem? That bounces off of anything that's not like ×4 anyway. Hypno, you're gonna go for, Psych. I'm gonna go to Stark because Honchkrow's still ahead. So you go for Psychic. This doesn't get like Flame, does it? Nice crit, bitch. We U-turn, protects for no reason. Scout the U-turn from the Scizor. Wow. Is that how that works? Hey yo. Hey. Well, I don't even take the recoil because you're protecting. This is stupid as fuck. I'm using a fucking Hyper Potion. Because you're gonna protect again. That's kind of a crazy set, although it's probably Toxic as well, but it can't Toxic me because Steel type. So that makes sense. Psychics again instead of protecting. I mean, that makes sense. Protect does nothing for you here. It goes to protect so we don't take recoil. I think I disable ends. When does disable end? Wake me up when disable ends. Even they thought disable ended. Is no longer disabled. I'm gonna bullet point. Oh no, never mind. I'm banded. This is the downside of banded. Okay, spams disable. I guess the correct. Well, no, because if I had healed and then they protected the following turn on the U-turn, I just kind of had to go for it, I guess. Go to Neptune to get some of this EXP. And on the next mon, too. It's pretty sick that it works that way. Oh, no, wait. No, it doesn't, actually. Tangrowth? I have a Typhlosion for you, but I'm a little scared of, like, Earthquake randomly coming out here. I think I go Sizz and U-turn. Goes for the Whip. I should have figured that was coming out, I guess. I kind of wish Scizor was like min speed. Oh my god, crit. No? Wow. I mean, I know it's a bandit's... I'm very bad. I know it's a bandit Scizor and all, but like, damn. It's Tangrowth, though. That's fine. I should have just gone hard at this, because I should have figured Grass move would come out on the water type, but... Now that the AI is actually being predictable, I'm getting outplayed. His might be better, though, because... Excuse me. This might be better, though, because then Seadra gets a larger chunk of the EXP here. And plus, I know Weezing's in the back, and Gengar is going to be the one to handle that. As far as his other Skuntank, okay. Yeah, like, I could have Will-O-Wisped this, I guess. I don't know what you go for. Probably... I need Gengar. You're not going to Flame immediately. So I'm going to go into this, and I guess if you do Flame immediately, fine. That's what I should have said against Tangrowth. Okay, nice. And then we'll just U-turn. Goes for Crunch, it's faster, which makes sense. But it doesn't click Flame. Crits me, we still live. U-turn does a gajillion damage. Yeah, clean to a KO. Corneo is really like the correct switch here, but I'm gonna go Oni. Because Weezing walls this. Despite like just because of a lack of power, basically. Ghost or Tox misses because this gen doesn't have 100% Toxic on Poison types, which let's make T-Wave 100% accurate for electric types. Why not? It's already annoying enough as it is, even at 90 accuracy in present time. Why are you losing? I just chipped this. That did more than I thought it would. That's not bad. Is there anyone else I would rather sack? It'd be nice for Neptune to get a little EXP. I can sack Sizz. It's not gonna... I mean, yeah, Sizz is strong. And so even against a physical wall like Weezing, it could definitely do some... Okay, well... Okay. It's weird. I mean, it doesn't... I'm not surprised that the CPU gets confused and just clicks Protect randomly, because it's supposed to be using that while it Toxic stalls. Also, why'd you change your set? Why did it change sets when that Fire Blast Thunder shit was like so insane last time? Do you not have an attacking move that can touch this? I thought I was gonna have to Psychic this with Gengar, but I can literally just BP forever. BP doesn't kill. Also, it's neutralizing its destiny. I know this is his last. So, like, even if it debonds this, it doesn't matter, but it's like, you're protecting, though. You're interrupting the debond. It's like, that's a weird, what a weird set. Like, Toxic Stall with debond is interesting. I would think that, like, Sludge Bomb, Fire Blast, Thunder debond or something. I mean, not like the most synergistic set ever. You probably want like Pain Split or something on that in reality, but for trying to trip up like Nuzlockers and shit. Maybe it's because I get changing up the set to make it not as predictable, but it's also like it's hard to switch into Fire Blast, Thunder, Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb's not hard to switch into, but like Fire Blast, Thunder, I mean, that's pretty crazy. They do have to land, but yeah. Alright, we've got to fight against Silva. Cue the Walta meme, but with silver. Oh, that's funny. But it's Giovanni. Wait, has anyone made that? I'm not going to because I can't animate or really draw for shit, but and Giovanni being like, Silva, so whatever the fuck the meme is. Why'd you do that, Silva? Alright. Not much longer now. Let's do the rival battle first, instead of this trainer. I wish your Pokemon would turn around. It looks dumb. Typhlosion, you're facing the wrong way, my guy. My girl, I should say. Lead Haunch. E-Fire is going to be the answer to this. I mean, obviously it'll be neutral to flying, but it'll resist dark. Those are Tox. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Why is everything running Toxic Protect? Fuck off. Fight me, like actually. Like attack me. Like, so much Toxic Salt for no reason. I get it. Like, yeah, it's annoying. I understand that, but that's exactly the point that I'm trying to make, is like, it's annoying. This also doesn't really handle Gator very well, because Gator's just stronger, so maybe... Fuck you, I'm just gonna do this. I see a Honchkrow, I don't think Toxic Protect. Which I guess makes it a solid gotcha, but it's like... Dude's running a Mon with 125 attack, and he's running Toxic Protect on it. Like, what? I expect this from, like... I had an idea in mind. Like Quagsire or something like that, maybe. Something that's, like, not as strong, you know? There's Negator, Intimidates. I thought it was Intimidate. Wait a second. Maybe it's Torrent. Maybe his is Torrent then. Yeah, because they added Intimidate, so it must be Torrent then. So wait, does that mean that his Totodile and Crocodile weren't Guts, and it was all Torrent this whole time? Always has been? I mean, okay. That seems weird to not guarantee that he gets the more interesting ability, but sure. Oh my god, crit. Oh my god, crit one-shot. Oni, you're earning your evolution, my guy. My girl, sorry. I keep doing that. Quit doing that, not realizing what my actual team is comprised of. Magmar. I have a water type for you. Not with a great Spit F stat, but still. Flamethrower out the hand. No burn is nice. I'm just gonna surf raw. Ride that surf. Yeah, I probably I probably would sooner do Rising Ruby or Sinking Sapphire before this, but I do think it could be fun to do Gym Leader Castle in Stadium 2 in particular at some point. And while I'm sure there's probably... I think I just sacked this. While there probably is some way to import your Pokemon with emulators and stuff like that, or I could use PK hacks to or whatever to import mons with actual sets. There is a Stadium 2 ROM hack that gives the rental mons like actual movesets that aren't dog shit. A lot of it's rest talk, but like that's just kind of how Gen 2 has a lot of rest talk in it. I don't know that I would say... I remember messing around with it a bit, and I was like more impressed. Like Nidoking is like EQ, Thunder, Fire Blast, Ice Beam. It's like, okay, that's like an actual... Alakazam is Psychic, Fire Punch, Recover, Thunder Wave. Like, these are better than the actual rental movesets. And that way I could just like this guy says odd move choices. Too many Pokemon have similar moves, Rest, Sleep Talk. But Rest Talk is like literally a core strat in Gen 2. And I'm not even much of a Gen 2 player, and I know that. I'm not a Gen 2 player, I should say, competitively. But I'm saying I don't really know that much about Gen 2, but I know Rest Talk is just a common set that just works on a lot of things. Especially with like spike stacking happening and like status being spread and all of that. And everything being as bulky as it is because you can everything runs max EVs. So like you can kind of afford to, you can actually, like most mons can take hits, kind of deal. So resting back up to full is like kind of a major thing. And then also like Snorlax being a thing, being the menace that it is in that gen. Nice. Pokemon. Random Psychic. You sly dog. And crit. This is the luckiest Electabuzz of all time. We break his brick. We dodge. Break the brick again. Ends up looking like Patrick in the Doodle Bob episode when he gets smacked in the head. Using a big Zan. I just T-Wave this in the instance that it like Calm Minds or something random. I just want to see, like, I know you're probably EV trained and you're naturally faster. Okay, I just wanted to see. I figured this was going to be the outcome. I just wanted to see. I'm going to go Honchkrow and click Sucker Punch. That is what I will normally do in this scenario, but I wanted to see. But I should have figured. It's fine. Yeah, we just Sucker Punch. Hey, yo! Dude, how disrespectful can you be? How dare you? This is the Dawn. Horneo. Learn respect. Punch to the face and to the dick. The 2-for-1 special, as they say. Get murked. Corneo's... That might be the first... This might be the first battle that Honchkrow's actually come out, because I used a rare candy to get him to 45, and he had no experience, so... Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. This is why I want black glasses on this. Even though it kills threats like this anyway, because they're pretty frail defensively, but yeah. Thank God Honchkrow gets, well, I guess Murkrow technically gets Sucker. But thank God it gets Sucker, though. Otherwise, that speed stat would be, like, kind of irredeemable for such a cool designed Mon. Like, the Gen 4 Evos, like, Game Freak really cooked on the Gen 4 Evos, I gotta say. Especially the ones for, like, Gen 2 mons. Miss Mag, fucking Honchkrow, Weavile, Mamo. Like, they really cooked. And I mean, even ones like Magnezone and stuff like that are great too. Evire. Among others. Yeah, they really cooked. And this is coming from someone who back in the day didn't really like the way some of them looked. I didn't really like Zone. I didn't really like Mamo that much, design-wise. They've really grown on me, though. Then again, I didn't really like Piloswine's design that much, either. At the time. Wait. Yeah, lead Gar, I guess. Furthest behind. That Hypno has me kind of shook on running CB, Scizor, and I'm wondering if I should switch back to Iron Plate because, like I was saying, it's gonna one-shot what it wants to one-shot, and it's gonna two-shot what it can't one-shot. So yeah, I don't know. I think I kind of want to go back to that. I guess Sharp Beak could be an alternative for Honchkrow, since Fly isn't like the strongest thing ever, and I kind of want it for HM utility. Of course, eventually when it learns Brave Bird, maybe I'm at the point where I can just catch a bird and like go grab that when I need to fly somewhere, but it... I feel like you're faster. Is Persian faster? I feel like you're like 115, maybe. It is 115. How do I know that? Nasty plot Persian. That is quite the nasty plot because your special attack stat is dog shit. See what I mean? I took the CB off and it didn't even matter. Granted, with her Persian's probably not the greatest example because it's just not a very good mon stat-wise. Also, wait. Is this puzzle just solved already? Or what? Rhyhorn? Oh, we have Giga Drain for this. Beautiful. I love Gengar being my ground type answer. It's so nice. Gotta watch out for rock coverage and shit, but yeah. Venomoth. Would you sleep immediately? You're either sleeping or psychicking, so Corneo is the answer. Even though not everyone else is at 45 yet, it's still kind of a perfect switch into stuff like Venomoth. There's none of this. Do I anticipate a status move here? I kind of feel like yes. I'm just gonna Night Slash, okay. Just in case. And that's why we're running Night Slash as well. Na 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 na. The best it has is a Giga Drain, I guess. in recent years, I've, like, grown, like, a weird fondness for Venomoth. I don't know why. Because I don't think it's, like, the most interesting design-wise, but it's, like, it's kind of cool looking, and it has, like, Quiver Dance, and, like, it has, like, a cool move pool, and, like, it's, like, Tinted Lens Quiver Dance, which I think is neat, and Tinted Lens is one of my favorite abilities. I think I just fight all these guys, right? For EXP. I want that item for sure. Well, and plus, I can just open all of them. Don't you just press all of them once? Yeah, okay, what a puzzle. Oh, right, okay, that's closed off. Yeah, we can fight this guy, get the item, move on with our lives. I'll just skip the other two. It's fine. I've been, like, doing just fine against the boss fights anyway. Except for Price, who kind of schooled me, but that was partially my fault for clicking Focus Blast in such a risky spot. Surf. Just raw surf. I thought about Focus Energying, but oh, nice. Didn't even matter. Grimer. It probably doesn't one. Yeah, I was gonna say it probably doesn't one shot because this line just has good spit death. What's up, Mr. Krabs? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. My cargo. This gets one shot by Surf. Alright, my cargo goes down pretty easily. Let's see what this is. Smoke wall, garbage. Is Seadra still the furthest behind? No, not even close. Pele is. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, nice. This stream hasn't even been, like, that long. Also. Sick. I feel like this series would have been paced so much better. Obviously, I can't do much about it, but if I had managed to get through the Safari Zone stuff that one time without the game crashing, and then I started, like, with Jasmine the following time, and then, or even, maybe even done Jasmine that stream, and then last time would have been able to finish Price, and then this time I could get to, like, a little bit further. I think it's going to work out, though. Like, I think I'm going to finish up the radio tower and still, because there's not that many trainers before Blackthorn, I think I will just press on the Blackthorn, because there's a few boss fights left, but we're sitting at, like, what, 2.5 hours or so? It's like, I can't imagine, I think within the next, you know, hour, I'll be able to, wrap up this arc, which I need to be saving more often. Pretty sure I saved before the rival fight, but I need to be saving more often, because we had a hard crash a few streams ago. Or, like, it wasn't even like a hard crash in the traditional sense, like the application closed, it was just like the game stopped working. I think the music was still playing, but both screens went dark. And I seemingly couldn't menu around either. There's an item in one of these. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Again, how do I know this? It's from playing this game on and off for the past damn near 15 years. Xploud. But let's not forget, this game came out in 2010 in the States, so unless you imported a Japanese copy, you've not been playing this game for 15 years, until next spring, that is. Nice. Just got a few more 43s. Lead Gar. Oh, what? Got a great ether. Got a revive. Interesting, his run cycle continues. For some reason, I guess I assumed that grabbing an item like froze the world around you, but... And for some reason, I seem to remember NPCs who are like mid-step might stop, but maybe not. And maybe these guys who run around in a set pattern are like coded differently. Or something. Or I'm just misremembering. Then again, it's like kind of rare to pick up an item with moving trainers around because... Is that true? I just feel like usually the items are kind of off the beaten path, I guess. Let's go into this, assuming you don't click fire move. I guess for Sludge. I don't even necessarily need a U-turn, I can just go hard into this and Psychic. Or Specs Modest. Wow. It's like, because I totally knew that double hit was coming out there. Definitely a prediction and not just trying to train guys up evenly. Stark hits 44. Yup. Dude's goofy. I think I just lead Seadra, and I can switch Gar if I need to. The team is slowly catching up to Honchkrow. I'm so glad Honchkrow's... I mean, Murkrow was so good when I first caught it. Obviously fell off because, you know, first form on in, like, you know, mid to late game kind of deal. But, I'm so glad that it seems like it's actually going to put in work from this point on, too. Because I'd be sad otherwise. Mind Reader allows for HJK to hit me, right? I think so. But I'm also faster, and this is Specs Modest Gengar. Even though you do have a 110 spit F or whatever. Don't care. Goodbye, Turkey Leg. Turkey Leg. Dark Pulse. Redundant. Hits normals, but hits ghosts and psychics all the same as Shadow Ball, so there's no reason to run it. It's too redundant. We have Focus Blast for normals anyway. And Steals, I guess, in this gen. What do you go for here? Steel move, right? You wouldn't click EQ on a Levitator. Polishes his rocks. Hey, dude, can you do that in the privacy of your own home? Come on now. Come on now, we're in public. It should kill. I got disposed of. Lead type correct. I guess we could just keep leading Seadra. Yeah. Fine. Especially because it won't be doing much in the boss fight. Sleep Talk, speaking of rest talk. Also, I had thought about, dude, I wish in Blaze Black Voltway 1 that I could have had like a TM for Sleep Talk for, was it, I think it was Conkeldurr, where I was like Like, things kept getting slept, and I was like, man, Guts boosted Sleep Talk. Like, that, I would have actually run Sleep Talk if I could have ran it. And I think I couldn't. Most things can learn, I think most mons can learn Sleep Talk. It's just a matter of, like, it doesn't always make sense. But with, like, a Sleep Absorber, it's like, in a meta where sleep is being spammed, or, like, in-game where there's no sleep clause, for instance, Sleep Talk on, like, on a mon that you intentionally go into on a Hypnosis or Spore or whatever, not a terrible idea, I don't think. If you're seeing that often. I do have an actual sleep absorber in the form of an Insomnia Haunchcrow, but Sleep Talk could be another option on something not choice, obviously. Muscle Band. It's a little late for Muscle Band, I think. Only 1.1 times to everything, whereas like the Iron Plate on Sizz is 1.2 times on specifically Bullet Punch, but that's kind of the move that needs it. Really? The stuff I'm going to be clicking like Rock Smash and Bug Bite and U-Turn on are going to... I just don't think those moves really need the push. And BP doesn't necessarily need it either, but it doesn't hurt. If I had to pick one move on Scissor's moveset to buff, it would be Bullet Punch, which is why I'm running Iron Plate. It's been working out pretty well so far. Alright, now we can actually continue up the radio tower proper. I will say that, though, like, it doesn't really bother me that much in this game in particular. Again, maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's just, I just don't really... Maybe it's just, like, this game in particular. The story is, like, really weak, obviously. And, like, I knew that. I've known that for a long time. It's not something that, again, particularly bothers me, but, like, it is one of those things where really thinking about it more and playing the game again, I'm like, yeah. I know I'm skipping a lot of dialogue and stuff like that, but even when it seems like I'm skipping it, I am kind of, like, skimming. I've seen it so many fucking times, first of all. And second of all, this is not really a Pokemon game that I play for, like, story and characters, per se. I think a lot of people would say the same. And then, okay, yeah, gameplay-wise, okay, level curve, Pokemon availability, yeah, I agree. And this hack helps with some of that, to an extent. That's why, as much as I love HGSS, that's why I put it in A tier instead of S tier on my tier list, because it's like, it does have those things that hold it back. I still love it. I do. But it's hard for me, especially to, like, overlook some of its drawbacks. As great as it is, I think, in its own right. Especially from a more casual angle as well. You know? Because there are certainly some people who play this game, and I've said it a lot on this stream, it's like, it's a comfort game. Okay. Yeah, I guess Haunchcrow would have been the answer, but I'm trying to level evenly again. Why do I have 452 full heals? I didn't change that in like PK Hex or anything, so I don't know where that came from. I'm a little scared that this save is like... There's something messed up with this. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's the hack, if it's the ROM, if it's the save, whatever. When I'm done with this playthrough, I'll probably uninstall this hack and just wait for Aurora Crystal. Just because, like, Given how glitchy it's been, which again may or may not be the ROM hack's fault. I actually don't think it is, because I think I've done randomizers of HGSS, and it still does that thing where sometimes your character will glitch out randomly and shit. But I don't recall that happening in Renegade, even with the following Pokemon patch. So I'm really hoping this is cleaned up in Aurora Crystal. Like, the technical sorts of elements among everything else. But yeah, I kind of retract my previous statement about being wary about it. Why are mountains so funny? Is there a punchline to this one? Fabled Phantom? Because they're hill areas. God damn it. I've actually never heard that one before. You got me. You did. Proton rematch. Leads the Chode. I lead my not electric immunity, but my resist. Do you explode immediately? I'm a little scared of that. These things have had a tendency to just, like, self-destruct immediately, and I'm kind of like... Okay. I kind of think I just spec Shadow Ball this. Okay. I'm kind of surprised at how little that did, but... You don't boom on the ghost type, right? You're gonna thunder here, I think. Withdraw, okay. We're making... He's making plays. He's making plays on the Specs Shadow Ball. Wait a second, how do you know that I'm Specs, though? How does he know? This thing probably has EQ, right? Maybe? Possibly? What do you have against Gar, though, offensively? Zen Headbutt. Probably. Which means that... I actually think Stark is the right switch in then. But you wouldn't... Like, I don't think he would Zen now. Now he would EQ, if anything. Which Stark probably takes okay, because yeah, Tauros is strong, but it's not stab. It's neutral. It does have EQ, okay. How much does this do? Do we live 2? I want to say we probably do. Oh, easily. What the fuck? What the... Maybe we're just Rock Smash into BP, probably, if Rock Smash doesn't kill. Yeah, we chew these Earthquakes. The defense... Okay, I'm pretty sure BP killed already. Maybe it would have been a roll or something, but like it definitely kills with the defense drop. Or we get Chip on whatever comes out, Wheezing comes out. I like that they're actually making plays. This should have been the case like way sooner. BP Chip. You probably have Fire move. What else would you click on this? Rain stopped, right? So not Thunder. You would click Fire move on the ×4 Fire weak, I think. Withdraws again. Hey, yo! What it... What? This is crazy. I think I have to go Neptune, though, right? Does he switch again? Goes for Protect. Okay, I'm just gonna Surf. That's fine. I don't really... There's no way he has a Water Absorb Mon. So even if he withdraws, I'm gonna get Chip on something. Oh no, it is Water... Oh, he does have a Water Absorb Mon. Oh shit. Oh, it's not Water Absorb. Oh. It's still a Resist, but we still Chip it anyway. Grass move is coming out here, I would assume. Corneo is literally like the perfect answer to this, actually. Whether it goes for like random sleep move, whether it goes for that. I kind of want to taunt, because... Okay, I thought he was going to switch into something, and I was like, I don't... Oh, it is T-Punch? Oh. Okay. I overpredicted and got punished. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, crit! Fuck you! Bruh. Thank you for that. Actually, does Sucker Punch kill me? I resist it. Maybe I shouldn't risk it. I'll just heal. Crit definitely mattered. Goes for F-Blast out of his penis, I guess. Can you stop doing so much damage, you literal poo-poo head? Why are you landing these? Can you stop? I'm about to get, like, 6-0'd straight up. We lived, thank Christ. Okay. You turn to the dick. It is funny how many of these animations, like, land in that area on the sprites. Maybe it's only funny to me because I have the humor of, like, a fucking 12-year-old, apparently, but... What do I go into? He has, like, an Electrode, a Camerupt. I mean, I could... I feel like Gar is just, like, a good switch in here. He got rid of a Dark type. So whether he goes into Weezing, or Chode, or Hamel, goes into Weezing. Weezing, wait. Psychic. Should kill. Alright, yeah, we start cleaning up now. He made the mistake of switching around too much. Tauros, does Psychic kill this? I don't want to risk it, because Gar is too good. But then again, what do you click? Oh, Zen, right. Well, I lost my Dark type because of a Thunder Punch crit from a Grass type. That stayed in for some reason after switching out a million times. Alright, fine. Zen comes out. We probably died at this because it's a Tauros, but also it's not stab, so yeah. No flinch. Okay. We take those. See, Gar can live one physical move, as long as it's not, like, stab. Crowbit. You're faster, right? He's probably faster because it's EV trained, because isn't Crobat base 110 also? No, it's 130. I don't... What am I thinking? It's base 130. Okay, so this, like, Goober outspeeds me. Do you Pursuit? I've said that so many times this playthrough, and it hasn't come to fruition. I go into Oni anyway. Try to static you, I guess. Goes to the Scissor. Static. I just T-Wave. Assuming I live this. I do. It's pretty shiced. You go for Cross Poison again. Like, I kind of want to go Scizor. The real answer is to, like, heal up, though, but... But you still have the Chode in the back, and you still have... Camel, right? I have Seedra for Camel. I have, like... I want to save probably Bullet Punch, I guess, for Chode. / Pele, keep that healthy. So if I don't want to use, like, any more healing items, I used one. If I want to avoid doing that, I mean, I could just T-Punch. I don't know that I... Well, okay, this was when Para was cracked, though, right? Wasn't it 75% instead of 50 speed? Speed is decreased. This works differently. Decreased by 75% starting in Gen 1, and the change to 50% was in Gen 7. Wow. Okay, I'm T-punching then. I don't think that mattered. I'm pretty sure I outspeed... Like, this thing is 25% as fast as it usually is? That's nuts. And if it full paras here, you berry? Citrus? Nice full para, okay. It's 2 punch, yeah, like I'm saying. That's insane. 75% reduction is, like, heinous on top of full para chance. I'm getting so lucky here, but it's not like I didn't have, answers in the back anyway. Like, now that this is parried, I can just Psychic with Gengar. And this is a clean to a KO. So the Hyper Potion doesn't matter. This battle's kind of hype, though. Again, like, I've definitely, like, I've waited out to a few trainers here and there. Primarily because my team comp early game was, like, not great, but for the sake of building a specific team, that is. I just sack this now. I guess I just, I go for the attack drop, I guess so. Just get a little bit of chip, go for the attack drop, because why not? But then you just decide to surf anyway. But, despite waiting out to certain trainers, I feel like I should have seen more switching around and, like, stuff like that. I would have kept Pursuit around if I had thought that that was going to be a thing that the AI does, the CPU does. Protect. Gotta scout the water move from the Watermon, right? Just see, does he click the water move on the ×4 week? Mysterious. Does he click it on the ×4 week when you only have something that neutrally takes it in the back? Like Chode? Beep beep bottle. Oh, it's thunder. Yeah, we definitely die to that. Can't wait to be part dragon on that. I want to see if BP kills. I'm very curious about that. I have Pele in the back, just in case. Oh, what are you? That's actually kind of fun. Even if, like, the overt narrative... Wow, that killed. Crazy. Even if the overt narrative in this game isn't, like, that great, there is something kind of fun about, like, just Gold being this force of nature, and then, like, going and defeating the original champion from the first game. Like, there is something cool about that. I don't want to say that there's nothing cool about, like, the all-encompassing, narrative as far as, like, lore and implications and reading between the lines and stuff like that, but, like, as it is told, just, like, I don't know, it's whatever. I love this game to death, but, like, come on. Team Rocket doesn't even actually accomplish anything by doing this. Although I think Giovanni might show up in this hack, but I'm trying to remember if that's a thing. I feel like that would have been something to add in the remakes. Then again, a lot of people feel the same way about, like, oh, the level curve, and, like, yeah, I agree to an extent. HGSS didn't fix all of Gen 2's problems, but it... In fact, a lot of the Gen 2 specific problems it didn't really even fix. It was more just like, this is a Gen 4 game, so it's kind of inherently better in that way, like mechanical changes and stuff like that. At least I certainly think so. Abilities, to an extent, like natures and stuff like that. More so it's like the addition of abilities. Held items were a thing in original Gen 2, but, like, your choices were pretty limited. As far as, like, actual good held items are concerned. And just, like, variety and, like, the new evolutions and then again, they didn't fix the thing where you can't catch Houndour in Johto in the remakes in vanilla. It's like, yeah, like, I get it. I do. There's Lead Typh. Oops. Just want to see if I had any rare candies or anything. If there's a way to get a PP max easily, I'd like to use that on Sucker Punch. Get that maxed out. What's up, Baconator? Good to see ya. How's Metaphor Refantasia been treating you? I wouldn't be surprised if you told me you actually finished it up. It's been a little while. It's kind of funny the way her hair gets cut off in the intro there. Jinx. Would you lovely kiss immediately? Let's go to, but no, you've been extremely busy. No, fair enough. Fair enough, that's a massive game. I'm gonna go Stark, assuming you don't sleep me. Okay, just goes for Psychic. Beautiful. No drop. I just BP. One shots. For sure. Assuming no sash. No sash. So I ended up downloading the app that, like, there's an app called FX Sound that people recommend for, like, fixing the problems. I had, like, another reason to download it because I wanted to adjust, like, the levels or whatever on my computer. Because my mix amp on my controller kind of, like, started fucking up and, like, disconnecting. So now I'm just plugging the headphones directly in here. So I have the app downloaded that supposedly fixes the issues. Which means that I could... I'm gonna go numbly here. I could, in theory, play Metaphor and have the issue resolved. I'm definitely gonna do the demo first to, like, see, because if it works in the demo, then I would assume it works in the main game as well. This is a bad call. I should have gone into this and probably Dragon Breath Herod or something. I just don't know if I'm gonna want this for later in the fight. I kind of want to just T-Punch. Yeah. Just T-Punch for what should be big damage. Yeah. Just half. We'd probably die to this, barring, like, an extreme low roll. But I'm still gonna just wait on Metaphor anyway, because I've waited this long. So I'm like, let's see if I can grab it on a bit of a sale, you know? I will play it, though. I will play it. Because it is an Atlas game. And I know I'm gonna like it. I'm just played a lot of Mega 10 stuff this year. I know Metaphor's technically not Mega 10, but, like, mechanically it is in a lot of ways. Press turn and Persona Social Sim stuff and stuff like that. With, you know, a sprinkle of, like, Final Fantasy Dragon Quest in there with the job system and stuff. It seems dope. It really does. What are I going to here? I think... Does Giga Drain kill? Oh, that's awesome, dude. Got one of your friends to pick up P3R and hasn't been able to put it down. That's sick. That's especially awesome because P3 is, like, so slow in the early hours, too. Yeah, dude, I mean, these games are gas. It's just like, the fact that I played P3R, and then I played Strange Journey, SMT4, and 5 Vengeance, like, all this year, and those three were, like, pretty much back-to-back, I'm a little... I wouldn't say burnt out, but I'm like, I just want to pace myself a little bit on Mega 10. So I'll probably get around to it, like... We'll see if I get around to it by the holiday, if I start it by then, but I might just wait a few months. Because I've got, like, other stuff that I'm playing right now anyway. What do I go into on this? Oni's the obvious switch in, but he's dead. Or, well... not a Nuzlocke. So, not actually dead, but you know what I mean. It's gonna go for Sucker Punch, probably. I'm just gonna go into Pele. Anything big will release from Atlas? Well, yeah, because we don't even know. Like, until they announce something, then as far as I know, no, there's not anything upcoming. It's like P6 or like some kind of remaster of something I could see happening. Ideally Digital Devil Saga, which I would highly recommend if you're liking Metaphor, because that means you know how press turn combat works. And DDS has a more traditional story than like an actual SMT game kind of deal, with actual party members and characters and shit. But now that Metaphor exists, like, that is also kind of a similar thing. But people were comparing Metaphor to DDS in previews. At least people who knew, because DDS is awesome. You Sucker Punch here, though, right? Right? I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp. Okay. I know she has a Vileplume in the back, so I'm kind of... Okay. Maybe this is banded? Could it be banded? Yeah, I actually think that of all the companies that could announce something at the Game Awards, I think Atlas is actually one of them. Because I think Metaphor was re-revealed at the Game Awards, right? And he takes on the Pokemon Leagues. Hey, this Typhlosion's a female, and it's also not Hisuian, so... Hashtag not all Typhlosions, okay? Okay. No, but, what's it called? I don't know, the leaks were... They were... I don't know, I didn't really think that they were that interesting, honestly. She's chill, yeah. No, it's whatever. It's just like... I don't know, a lot of it was like speculative stuff that was going to be in the games but isn't actually canon, and like, it's cool to see that kind of stuff, but I was more so interested in like anything current being leaked. And like, I don't necessarily want that, but it's like, I don't know, I didn't really find it to be that interesting, honestly, based on what I saw. But I watched some videos on like breaking down what was leaked in the first place. I'm gonna go into this and click Ice Beam. Oh, maybe I should have Focus Energy. Maybe not. Yeah, the beta Pokemon designs were interesting. Some of them, I want to say, have been known for a while, like that Blaziken and Latios crossover, or Latios, or whatever it is. Early 3D models for X and Y. I don't know even if I saw that. But yeah. T-Wave is annoying. You die to recoil if you click Brave Bird. This is also, you have 3 more Mons, so I'm a little scared. I think I'm gonna try to Focus Energy. Okay. I maybe made the right play here. Was a Delibird Evo idea? Interesting. That's actually... That is interesting. But I feel like I remember seeing that sprite like years ago. But the fact that it's a Delibird Evo, or was going to be, is pretty funny, yeah. Instead we got the Paradox form, which actually is kind of a cool design. Iron Bundle is actually pretty neat. In motion. It doesn't look it just by looking at the model, but little robot Delibird. It's pretty neat. We get full parad, but I'm just gonna heal. Or well, yeah, he dies to burn. Dude, yeah, no, he's super. Iron Bundle is super fucking fast. That's why he's in Ubers. It's fast and strong as shit. It has insane coverage because it gets freeze dry, which is really nasty. I think I just let this die, right? I've got answers to this. Legendary Pokemon Tree. That's something that I also don't know that I saw. Maybe I should have just looked into it more. Like, the thing is, when I initially tried to look into it, it's like there wasn't... Like, I just want, like, a resource that is like, hey, here's everything. But instead it was articles talking about individual things, and I'm just like, I don't really care. 136 speed for Santa Claus, yeah. Translate most of the legendary, mythical. Oh, this is cool. Yo. And wait, isn't this the symbol? Am I incorrect in saying this is the symbol in the Sinjo ruins? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that trio with Ho-Oh. Birthly. I have Psychic for this. What do you go for here? Why did this come in? Why did this come in? To Intimidate? I don't know what you click here. I'm gonna go Scizor on a mid-ground. Assuming, like, Poison move might come out. Okay, sick. Would you Crunch? I resist. So I'm like, if you have like a Fire Fang or something like that, I look like a god. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Yeah, I see like Metagross on here, T-Tar, D-Knight. That's pretty sick. I like shit like I like diagrams like that. It's cool. They should make that canon and put it in like a Hyrule Historia-esque book, like some kind of compendium, some kind of lore compendium. I can come back in and try to click Focus Blast. This thing Perugly looks fat, but it's actually fast, so I need to be kind of careful with it. I do have Rock Smash Stark, assuming this doesn't have like Fire Fang. So I'm just gonna go into the Haunch. Okay, on the text. I'm gonna taunt. Have any Silly Legends ZA predictions? I was talking about it earlier. Not so much a prediction, but I want them to take their time. And I was saying earlier that unless it's gonna like, my whole thing was like, if it's going to be first quarter of next year like Arceus was, you'd think we would have heard a release date by now. So maybe it's not first quarter, maybe they're actually going to release it later in the year. And so I hypothesized, but then again, the Switch 2 could still be announced and it could be a launch title, like I don't know. But what I was saying was, imagine a hypothetical goated year for Nintendo if they launch 40th year anniversary for Mario with a new 3D Mario game with the Switch 2 in the spring. Second quarter, we get Prime 4, or third quarter or whatever, sometime in that. Then maybe the Genealogy remake from Fire Emblem. Maybe. If not, then yeah, Prime 4 can kind of fit that middle of the year. And then ZA as like the holiday game. I mean, be pretty hype. What did this click? I think I just stay in and chip this. Because I really want ZA to come out as late as possible. Because if it comes out fall of next year, that'll be a full 3 years since the last full release. And so I'm like, okay, I feel a little bit more hopeful about something like that. Nice, we just schooled the Sucker Punch, which is what Corneo is built to do. Dope. I don't think it'll be Odyssey 2. I think it's too late for that. Yeah, no, exactly. You literally read my mind. Come on, November 25. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, Eric. Yeah, I think... I'm sure there were, like, thoughts about doing an Odyssey 2 back in, like, you know, when Odyssey came out, 2017 into 2018. But then we got Bowser's Fury packed in with 3D World, which, just going to throw it out there, 3D World. I like it better than Odyssey, I'm not gonna lie. I played both of them multiple times, played both of them on launch. Oh no, sorry, I didn't play Odyssey on launch. I played Odyssey a year later, loved it first go around. But having replayed both of them within the past couple of years, I think I like 3D World better. It's really, really fun. Really fun. But anyway, we got Bowser's Fury with that, which seemed to be kind of like a testing ground for what they might do with a new 3D Mario. So, I think it'll be something that expands on that, if anything, if it's not something completely new. But I don't think it'll be a direct follow-up to Odyssey in like that same way. Like in the same way that Galaxy got a sequel kind of deal. Like it won't be that, because it would have come out sooner, I think. What do I lead with? His ace is a Houndoom, but he's not going to lead with it, right? So, I kind of like lead Scizor, because unless he leads with a fire... If he leads with something that can click Fire Move, I go into Flash Firemon, aka Typhlosion. And if it's not, then I stay in and I click U-turn or something and just nuke something. Or do a shit ton of damage with U-turn or whatever. I feel like lead Scizor is really good here. Or just in general. It's so goofy. I don't even pay attention to any of that shit. But oh, whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna make a save again. I'm just hoping we see something from that. I'm hoping Intelligent Systems is working on a Genealogy remake, and if they are, I want to see it. Because that could be peak. Because Genealogy, as old as it is, Genealogy: The Holy War, if they nail it with the remake, I mean, it's gonna be great. And they have a pretty good track record when it comes to remakes too. Shadow Dragon is ugly as sin, but it's a really good game though. And like Shadows of Valentia is actually not ugly as sin, it actually looks gorgeous. And is fantastic as well. Officially announced our comeback. That should bring our boss Giovanni back from his solitary training. Did you play Tactica? No, I didn't play P5 Tactica. I don't really like the art style much. And I like tactics games okay. Really, I've hypothesized that Fire Emblem is like specifically what works for me with tactics games. Although I did enjoy Mario and Rabbids, which Tactica looked like it was more like than like a Fire Emblem specifically. Oh, this is actually a good lead on my part. I just Rock Smash. No way this one-shots me. Even if you're CB, yeah, no way. And you die to Rock Smash. I didn't even remember that this was his lead last time. But yeah, I wasn't really interested in Tactica pre-release, and then I heard I heard some positive things, but I was just like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of tired of P5, like seeing P5 around, like I'm kind of sick of the Phantom Thieves. And I haven't even been playing P5 games since it came out. Like I first played P5, but I've been seeing P5 shit for like so long, even prior to like actually playing it. Like when I was playing P4 and P3 and stuff like that. On top of, I don't know, it just doesn't look like it's really that. It doesn't look like it's a bad game, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't really care about the spin-offs though, just kind of generally speaking. I'll play a P5 Arena though. Yeah, I did hear that one of the new characters was good. But I don't know. Even a game that I enjoyed as much as I did like Strikers, which I really did enjoy. Which I might actually prefer to Royal straight up. Even thinking about replaying that, I'm just kind of like, Maybe give it a few years and see, but... God, what do I switch into on this? Wait, I have technology. I forgot. Technology. Bitch. Alright. Are you Flash Fire, though? You probably are. And I don't have Earth Power yet, so this moveset is ass. So, God, this is what I was running into early game. Where, like, I could switch into Flash Fire, but then I couldn't do shit back. Because now you're gonna Dark Pulse. God, this sucks. How fast is Houndoom? It's like a 90-something base, right? So I can maybe get away with Focus Blasting with Gar. I'm gonna try to just dig and just see what's up. Yeah, Strikers was really good. It was. And obviously, part of the reason why it's so good is if you have context from Royal, and so you kind of take that in, that going into it, like you know these characters already kind of deal. And I think some people even liked it without the context of Royal, but did I switch out? The thing is, you might Hyper Potion, which wouldn't be the worst thing if I burned it, but I'm like... I'm gonna go into this to try to chip. Yeah, it goes for Dark Pulse. Oh my god, it's so strong. How fast is Houndoom? It's like 90-something, right? Or 85? $95, okay. Which means it's faster than me, barring EVs. This is Jolly Honchkrow. But these boss trainers tend to be max EV'd. So I think I just died a Fire Blast, so I'm gonna Sucker Punch Chip even though it's a resist. Oh my god, that did a lot. I also dodged. Has he Hyper Potioned yet? I think I'm gonna fly here. Yeah. And then he outspeeds next turn, so I dodge. I deal big damage with Sharp Beak boosted fly. Words are hard. The Sucker Punch. Honchkrow's dope, dude. Its main downside is its base 71 speed is really bad. But Sucker Punch, good move pool, honestly. It does get Moxie starting in Gen 5. I mean, and the design is great. It's so cool. It's been so long since I've used a Honchkrow on a team too. What do you go for here? Ice Fang? How many mons do you have left? A lot. I'm gonna go on a Oni. Yeah, Murkrow is good, especially in VGC, because of Prankster. So that gives priority to its status moves, which is pretty nasty. Alright, Electabuzz, show me why I'm using you on the squad. Oh, that's why. That actually did a... I'm actually impressed by that damage. The shitty thing is I think we died EQ here. Well, maybe not, though. It's not Stab. No, but it is probably a max attack Gyarados, so... Yeah. I'm just gonna go to this and, now that the Houndoom is dead, what does BP kill this? Yeah, Prankster, Tailwind, and Haze, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not really, like, up and up on VGC stuff, but I am aware. I do know that, that Murkrow is really good there, for that reason. You probably have Fire move. I don't know why you'd go into this otherwise. I don't have EQ on anything, though. So I can't actually hit this super effectively. I could burn it with Pele, but I can't just go hard into it. Unless you go for Fire Fang, so I kind of want to just go hard Pele here. I'm just gonna risk it. I'm like, why else would you go into this? I resist both your stabs. Oh, it goes for EQ. Okay. That makes more sense, but I'm also sad, because now this destroys the rest of my team. Unless I want to use a revive, assuming I have one. This is really fucking bad. Neptune has good defense. So... okay. Cross poison? You better not crit me. Okay, you poisoned, which is still bad, but yeah. So stupid Drapion isn't a bug type. Yeah, I guess it's pre-Evo it is. But then again, Poison Dark is pretty nasty considering it only has one weakness. It's pretty disgusting. I forget, am I slower? I just want to see. Okay. Yeah, I should be... it'd be great if I crit this one. Oh, we are slower. Yeah, that makes sense. It'd be great if I crit this one because it would kill easily. Ah, damn. The citrus procs. At least it's regular poison, not tox. Purple Scorpion is Poison Dark. Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough, because like I said, Skorupi is a poison bug. And plus, they had Skuntank that generation too, which is Poison Dark as well, so it's interesting they made two. Two of them. Cue the Star Wars meme. There's the defense drop. Come on, crit. I think I need a crit to kill this. Never mind. Just a high roll. Poison. Has his own Sizz, and I sacked Typh like a dummy to Earthquake. I'm gonna just Divine Pulse my way out of this. I don't even care at this point. This battle's still been kind of hype anyway. I shouldn't have gone into this on... thinking that it was gonna go for Fire Fang. Like, I get... like, it was on a Scizor, so I kind of figured, but... I should have picked a mid-ground or something. Dumb. Because I don't know how I break Scizor otherwise. Machamp. I mean, if you're Guts, then you're going to be Flame Orb, so I don't even need to... well... but if you're No Guard, though, I would like to burn you. I just go into Gar. Just go into Gar. Dude, they always click Stone Edge. And, like, it makes sense, because it hits the Fire type super effectively. But it constantly throws me off, because I'm like, oh, I'll go into Gar on, like, the EQ or the Cross Chop or something, and then they hit Stone Edge, and I'm just like, I mean, okay. Okay, I guess. Got accepted into college and just got a 1290 on the SAT. Hey, dude, congratulations, man. That's awesome. Our dreams have come to naught. I was not up to the task after all. Like Giovanni has done before me, I will disband Team Rocket here today. Okay, you guys did literally nothing. Farewell. And then Geo shows up here, but does he battle us now? I forget. It's been so long since I played this hack. Giovanni, sir, you've returned. My arrival is marked by a kid beating a Team Rocket executive. Disgraceful. There's no way they don't fully heal me, right? If I'm not... Okay, I was gonna say, like, if I'm not fully healed, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. God damn it, dude. I don't think this is a threat. I think I just click Rock Smash. Okay, figures you go for Fake Out. You're probably Silk Scarf boosted. Okay, never mind. Maybe not. I hate sleep, dude. I fucking hate sleep in Pokemon so much. I really hate it. It's so fucking dumb. I don't know, again, I don't know why I have these full heals. Like legitimately. This shit is so jank. Do I go Honchkroak predicting another Hypnosis? 2% chance. It's actually, like, Hypnosis is normally 70 in most gens, but I think it's 60 here. Or, like, at least it was... No! Sorry, it's normally 60. They buffed it to 70 in, like, Diamond and Pearl specifically, but then brought it back to 60 in Platinum or something stupid. Do I think you'd switch out? I kind of want to Sucker Punch. Okay, lit. I could also taunt and then switch back if I really wanted to. Alright, we take those. I thought about taunting and then going back to Scizor, but it's just like, eh. I'd rather keep Scizor healthy, I guess. Rhyperior. You're a problem. Oh my god, the sprite is so much better than Platinum's, where he's like, he stops like mid-animation, he's just like, so fucking dumb. Stone Edge comes out here. I don't have a rock resist. Let's go into this. Swore it was 50. I mean, it's like, it's close enough, I guess. Oh my god. That is so strong. Can you stop? I'm pretty sure this dies, even with Solid Rock, unless you're also Pasho, which you're not. Okay, it's not Pasho. It might be Solid Rock, but this is also ×4. Yeah. It is indeed. Just wash. No, you're good. I've been playing Pokemon games since, actually, probably since before you were born, like, straight up. I didn't know a lot of the details, though, for a long time, to be fair. But, yeah. Now, that makes sense, though, because I started playing in, like, kindergarten. So, this is, like, early 2000s. But let's see. Nidoking. I think I just click Surf again, right? I mean, I'm slower, though. No, you know what I've said? I've said that... I mean, it could be running beams. Right, yeah, Rock Ground is really bad. It really is. I just Psychic this. Bless up for Levitate Gengar. Ground is your fave type. It's one of mine. It's probably my top 5. So many goated mons, though. But yeah, like, a lot of the early gen rock... sorry, like, a lot of the Gen 1 ground types... That's why that's why, like, even the anime got it wrong in the early days, where it's like, oh, Brock is a rock specialist, and his Pokemon are immune to electricity, and that's true because they're part ground. But the fact that they emphasize that he's a rock specialist, and then the immune to electricity, it's like, those aren't actually related. But, what do you go for here? You've got to have, like, Dark Move or something, right? I think I just go Scizor on a mid-ground here. Mudsdale and Swampert. They're both pretty cool. I think Stamina is a dope ability. Yeah, Sucker Punch, I fucking knew it. EQ. And Pert is just a goated starter. Like, my favorite mons are probably, like, Weavile and Scizor are definitely up there. Well, Weavile is always my, like, go-to that I say is my number 1. I think that's still kind of true. But Scissor's up there. I just wish he had wings in his back sprite here. And honestly, Gengar's up there too as well. Gengar's probably my favorite Gen 1 Mon. But I think I prefer some of the others among my favorites. Tauros, you've got one more Mon in the back, which would be... Well, you wouldn't have Mewtwo, right? Maybe I save this in case he has Mewtwo. You probably go for EQ here, right? But you're faster than Gar. I might go into Corneo on some G shit. If he goes for Zen, then fair enough. Goes for EQ, okay. And then I just go for Sucker. For Chipperoonie. Inner Focus Mudsdale was a niche strat in VGC. That's interesting. In singles, you would never consider Inner Focus over Stamina. But that's in the same way that, like, in singles, people run Supreme Overlord King Gambit 10 times out of 10. Whereas in VGC, you never run that shit, you run Defiant. Because Intimidate is so, you know, prominent. Went for Double Edge. That's fine. I didn't really care if Corneo died there. I just don't know what his last is. I know he has EQ. Does Typhlosion outspeed? Like, Typhlosion is faster than Gar, but I don't want to risk dying to EQ. But then again, Neptune is unhealthy here. Maybe I just BP and see if it kills. Maybe it does. It's Iron Plate boosted. Okay, we didn't quite kill, unfortunately. Use Swagger with Grimmsnarl. You couldn't get confused. Oh, Own Tempo. Own Tempo is what you're thinking of. Yeah. But yeah, but the fact that you're running like the alternate ability to Stamina is pretty sick. That's why like Petal Dance Lilligant is kind of cool because like it doesn't get confused after, which is neat because of Own Tempo as well. No, you're good. You're good. I knew what you. Yeah, I knew what you meant though. I don't have any more priority. This is faster than Gar, so I just kind of have to just see if I outspeed. He goes for a full restore, so I don't find out, but Flamethrower will do a lot. Oh, Inner Focus is his hidden ability then. His third ability. Outspeed. I don't outspeed, and I get hit by Stone Edge. Assuming it's not a crit, I think I live. Okay, yeah, I thought so. I was like, there's no way non-stab Stone Edge kills this. That's kind of the rule of thumb for most cases, except unless a Pokemon is like super frail. Yeah, Contrary Leaf Storm. Yeah, that's like a singles staple. That's a 6v6 singles staple is Leaf Storm Superior. That shit's actually a menace. I have Gengar for you. Should have figured he had a queen in the back because he had the king earlier. Yeah, I think like the set in singles is typically some combination of Glare, Substitute, Leaf Storm, and then usually like back in the day with Hidden Power, you'd run like Hidden Power something. Like, is Fire usually the one people picked? I think it's something like that. Because now Terra Blast Fire is kind of like the equivalent that people would use instead. Alright, but... What in the world are you? He says this similar thing to Ariana. I think Gengar's just standing between us, dancing. He's doing his little... Gengar's jamming out right now. Once again, a child defeats Team Rocket. Dude, Giovanni's gonna go cut his balls off, man. Like, I don't know how you live with that. I know it's Pokemon battling. It's not like he's fist fighting or something. But in this world, when Pokemon battling's everything, it's like, imagine this, like, the same fucking thing happening 3 years later or whatever. 2 years is the Black and White to Black and White 2 gap, I think. But like 3 years later, the same shit happens. You come out of retirement to like try to reinstate your mafia or your mob organization, and then another kid from a different small town trounces your ass with Specs Gengar, like, to be defeated by mere children, and just disappears. Gengar's happy. Or constipated, I can't tell. Also, wait, I forget. Can I go to Blackthorn? No, yeah, I think you fight Claire first, and then, yes. Yeah, I think you fight Claire first, then you do the cover legend. Gonna play Brothership? I will check it out on new hardware, probably. Yes, I'm aware of the 5 out of 10 meme, which is pretty funny. It's been too long since we had a 7.8 too much water scenario. But it's also it's fun to meme on, but it's also like, who gives a shit about, like, who actually cares about review scores these days? Like in a serious manner. But it is funny. But yeah, the main thing that I've heard that, well, I'm just not really playing Switch games right now, like new stuff really, at least. Because I want to wait and see what the new hardware can do for those games. And the main thing, from what I've heard, is like the load times in and out of battles are rough. I think Gustavo mentioned that once, and then I saw it mentioned again in like another video I watched, which might have been the Good Vibes Gaming video or something like that. Because I that's not a channel I'm subscribed to, but like they'll pop into my recommended and I'll like see what they have to say every so often, if a topic interests me or I want to know more or whatever. New Donkey Kong amusement park will lead to a new DK. Yeah, I hope so. I was talking about that earlier too, how like Retro Studios should do like a third DKC. The thing is, they're busy with Prime 4, and I was saying like it's a shame that whatever project they had in between was canceled. Because as cool as it'd be to see them do something new, it makes sense to be like, okay, we did like DKC returns, then maybe Prime 4 should have happened, then Tropical Freeze, or even so, Tropical Freeze, Prime 4, third DKC, Prime 5. It's like, you know, you want some more variety than that, but given how long game dev is these days, it's like, I don't think it's unreasonable to just alternate between like those two IP, at least for a little while. At least round out a trilogy, right? And then maybe let another studio try their hands at it or something. But like my long time thought for like probably the past decade is that they should bring back the Kremlings. Yeah, no, exactly. We're already on the same page. And because K. Rool is in Smash, I think that could actually be possible. Excuse me, I'm not picking, it's just a scratch. It's just a scratch, I swear. Seinfeld. Funny shit. I know Jerry Seinfeld got in some hot water recently for some reason, or some controversy. I don't even know what that was about. But the show Seinfeld is funny, I think. It's a bit dated, but I'm a bit dated. Just a wee bit. Interesting that you grew up with the Tiki Talk tribe in Returns and you didn't find them memorable. I think a lot of people, well, even myself, who wasn't like, I hadn't really played much of the old Donkey Kong Country games when Returns came out, and I didn't really like the Tiki tribe that much. I liked the Snowmads though. Definitely more. I did. And it helps that Tropical Freeze is better than Returns overall. Returns is still good, though. I do like it. But we got the Electrolyzer. I don't believe I'd lose access to any moves. I think I can just evolve this now. Yeah, I think I already checked this last time, yeah. Yeah, they learn the same shit. So it is time to fully evolve the second to last team member. It's lit. Yeah, I think Tropical Freeze is better overall. It's really great. I replayed it last year or something like that, or the year before, and I was like, yeah, this shit's so great. Have a lot of nostalgia for Returns. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. It's been so long since I played Returns that I don't know. I don't think I really want to buy a remaster of it for $60 or whatever the fuck. Let me just confirm. This thing doesn't learn Bulk Up for some reason. Yeah, why do you not learn Bulk Up? I don't understand. But yeah, anyway. This thing has actual stats now. Wow, 129 attack. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. 85, 125, 85, 95 defenses. Honestly, not amazing, but Gar's been on the team for a lot longer, so it has probably more defensive EVs, if I had to guess. 125, 85, I mean, it's bulkier than this, not saying much. This thing only has a good HP stat. 85, 95. Yeah, that defense stat is just bad. Speed F's not bad, though. And it's a hell of a lot better than whatever was going on before. I just want to get EQ on this, because I don't have a way to touch, like, electric types. I don't have any ground coverage. Although, okay, I have Dig on this. This will get Earth Power eventually. Yeah, Evire's dope. And in fact, in this hack, it actually is a fighting type, which is sick. Which is why I decided to run it, because this team doesn't have a rock resist on it. And now that we're motor drive, I actually have an electric immunity, not just a resist, which is sick. So I can switch in. It's similar to like Scizor into Typhlosion. I can go Honchkrow into Evire and bait out the immunity, get a boost. Yeah, the moveset leaves a little to be desired. Let me see. When do you get close combat? Cross chop at 43. Oh, did I miss that then? God fucking damn it. Cross chop isn't even that. I mean, it's strong, but it's 80 accuracy, 58 close combat. Alright, fine. I mean, Brick Break is going to be way more reliable anyway. Than Cross Chop. Just because it's accurate, but, like, it is quite a bit weaker. Volt Tackle at 67, okay. Have I seen the GameStop pre-order bonus for DK? They're still doing stuff like that? DK Barrel Pen Holder. I actually... Why do I kind of want this, though? It's like a really random thing, but I'm like, why do I kind of want this? What the fuck? I wish I could just buy it for like $10. Oh, you wanted to? Okay, yeah. It's cool. Like, I just think that's cool to have like an official like Donkey Kong barrel, like little tchotchke, you know? Creative and simple in Donkey Kong. Yeah, I actually dig it. And it has a purpose if you do want to actually put your pens and pencils in it. I think that's sick. God damn it. I mean, I guess I could buy this and then just resell the game itself. They're not gonna, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Look at my boy. Or, well, it's a girl, but look at my Electivire running around. Sick. Do I want to fight all these trainers? Probably not right now. Been going for pretty long. There's so many more trainers to fight. And like, we actually did okay against Giovanni. I don't feel like I'm that under level. Let's just skip this route. There's no trainers in here, so let's just get to Blackthorn and call it a day. And there's a lot of trainers south of Blackthorn, though. They know this game ain't gonna sell. I mean, you might be right. But then again, I mean, it is a Switch game, though. So, I wonder how Luigi's Mansion 2 did. That's probably a little more interesting to people because the Luigi's Mansion games are pretty different from one another. Whereas DKC, it's easy to look at returns and be like, I have Tropical Freeze already. This is kind of similar, but not quite as good. Whereas with Luigi's Mansion, like, even though some people might say that about 2, it's at least sort of distinct. It's the only Luigi's Mansion I've played. But hell if I'm paying $60 for a remaster of it. Fuck no. Oh, I fucked it up. I kind of have a soft spot for sliding puzzles for some reason. We've got Waterfall. I have to pull the Gyarados out of the box for that one. Still need a new pair of shoes before I can enjoy Waterfalls. I think if you talk to him beforehand, I think he says something funny about his shoes or whatever. Alright, Strength puzzle. I'm glad we still have Strength. I guess I'm gonna need it for Victory Road, but I might remove it from Evire. Well, Earthquake's gonna be a TM. I just don't know if it's still in Victory Road or not, because I think... What did it say in the docs? Oh, there were issues in the trailer with the shadows? I don't even know if I noticed stuff like that. Purchasable in Celadon City for Earthquake. I'm assuming that means... I think he put this... A lot of these say, like, also purchasable in Celadon City. Like, some stuff that you find one-off, he, like, added extra TMs to buy in Celadon. So, I'm hoping that this means that Earthquake is still in Victory Road on top of being able to buy it in Celadon, and not that you can only buy it in Celadon. So that way I can have EQ for the Elite Four at least. There's DK and Diddy's Shadow. It didn't reflect their body at all. But on the Wii it did. That's an interesting... That's like an odd oversight on their part. Just a black... I don't think this isn't Mario 64, that's funny. Just a black circle, it didn't even, like... Wasn't even remotely the shape of them. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably just be partial to emulating the Wii version, but... yeah, I think I have to... even to get this hidden item, I think I have to follow the actual... or no. I go up over here. Yeah. Max potion. Yeah, let's get to Blackthorn and then I'll wrap this up. And then we can... well... I don't know if next time I'll just start with Claire off the rip. I feel like I'd want to maybe explore the route to the south first. Oh, I want to see if I can get the black glasses from Dark Cave. Now that I'll have access to the northern entrance. Just love DK and Diddy so much. Yeah, I mean... it's just like, it's just good shit, man. Like, I don't really have much of an attachment to the older games, but... like, I don't have much of an attachment to the older DKC games. Like, I just kind of failed to get into them a number of times, but the ones that Retro Studios did, like, there's a lot of charm there, and I don't know that I feel quite as passionately as you do, but, like, they are great games. They are. Mario Party... Didi wasn't in Mario Party Jamboree, and Spike, Ninja, and Goomba were all in over him? That's weird. How do you do this one? Wait. Why are there... I don't understand why there's so many ice blocks here. But I got the TM for Ice Beam, which I already got from the Game Corner earlier. Which didn't come into play as much as I thought it would. But, yeah. Nothing else can learn Ice Beam, I don't think. I would prefer to have a grass move on this over electric. This, I would consider running mixed, maybe. At least until Volt Tackle, I guess. But like T-Bolt, CC, EQ, status, or fourth coverage move, maybe? I don't know. In fact, I feel like Evire gets some pretty crazy shit. Does it get Flamethrower? I know it gets, like, Psychic and some weird stuff. It's Gen 4. It does get Flamethrower. Gets Psychic, gets EQ. Yeah, this thing has an insane move pool. Rock Slide, no Stone Edge. Or wait, Stone Edge maybe wasn't a... no, it was a TM. No Stone Edge, from what I'm seeing. Elemental Punches, it doesn't get Magnet Rise from Move Tutor, but I don't think that's really worth it. Just doesn't like Diddy at their parties, yeah. That is unfortunate. Egg moves. I don't hate the idea of mixed Evire. I think running a status move on it makes sense, though, like T-Wave or something. Oh wait, this isn't right. It's, this way. PB up. Not bad. Not bad, I think that's 2. So if I get one more, I can max out something. And I do think Sucker Punch is probably the answer. And then maybe Eruption eventually. But even then, Eruption would I would specifically want more than 5 PP for Eruption in like the Elite Four, and even then I have like ethers and stuff I can heal between battles, so. And we get to evolve number 6. Heal up. Yeah, Evire, maybe I'll change its nature so I can run a mix set. What do I go? I guess I go minus defense, because its defense is already shit. Right? Or maybe I go minus Spadef because it's not as garbage. What is like Smogon run? What nature do they run? Lonely? Which is plus defense, or plus attack minus defense? Okay. So they run minus defense. What about in black and white? Naive, so that's minus Spadef, yeah. XY. Hasty minus defense. Okay, so it's just like, depending on the meta, I guess. Gen 7 Naive minus Spadef, okay. Sword and Shield, Hasty minus defense. Can we make a decision here? Why? It's changing every goddamn generation. That's so funny. So the answer is either. But yeah, we'll wrap things up here. I'm gonna evolve the Kingdra real quick, and then we'll go ahead and call it. I'll put type in the lead, even though Evire needs a little bit extra EXP. Yeah, buddy. Get that Kingdra on deck. Only one weakness in this gen. In fact, this and Scizor, both on the team, both only have one weakness. Interesting. Evire would be that way if it was still pure electric also. Everyone else has multiple weaknesses though, but yeah. Pretty sick. Let's see those stats. 105 defense is pretty damn good. Holy shit. That's gotta be a high IV, or Scizor has a low one or something. Yeah, the stats are looking very Kingdra-esque. Very Kingdra-esque. Alright. Yeah, next time, definitely 8th gym, definitely fight Claire, get the 8th badge. It's just a matter of how much I want to do before that. I guess I could pop in, start off with that, fight a trainer. If they're like way higher level, which I doubt, then I could go train up. I do want to get those black glasses though. I gotta remember to do that. For Honchkrow, before we leave Johto for sure. But I guess it maybe would be better to explore first, then fight Claire last. Because I'm probably not gonna... Depending on time, I might get to the Pokemon League or head over towards the Pokemon League. But then actually fight, No, I know exactly. Like, Scizor has higher base defense than Kingdra, so it must be like an IV or EV difference. Or something like that. That's probably what it is. But, yeah, either way, we'll get the 8th badge next time. And potentially go get to the Pokemon League. But I'll save, like, actually challenging them for that following time, so... Maybe I don't need to, like, really, like... stress getting all the way there necessarily. Maybe we can at least like get to Victory Road or something. But just depends on how much more time we want to spend in Johto.